This is True Capitalist Radio.
True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call
Ghost.
What's going on, folks? Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, folks. I mean, this show is really starting to become a little bit of a pain in my ass. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm sorry that I'm saying that. And the reason I'm saying this, man, I just don't have time to do anything. I'm sitting over here taking out Templeton out for a walk, and, Templeton out there, he's happy as a lark, he's out there perusing, looking at, I'm literally looking at the birds and the bees. It's springtime. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day out here. And lo and behold, I have to realize that I've got to come back and do a goddamn show at 4 o'clock. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, to be honest with you. I mean, I do this broadcast, and to be honest with you, I mean, everybody just besmirches my damn broadcast. You got people on Twitter that think it's a big freaking joke out here. I should have just taken the day off, folks, but I just can't. And the reason I can't, folks, is because there's just too many people listening. And I can't, I have to keep doing it, man. Are you kidding me? I mean, I got close to 100,000 live listeners, and it's like, man, I have an obligation at this point. And, to be honest with you, it's getting to me just a tad bit. Just a tad bit! I don't know if you've noticed as of late. So with that being said, I want to say my apologies for this, once again, this preamble of me just kind of, babbling on here. This is episode number 485. Number 485 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please to spread it around like wildfire, and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we're live every goddamn Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time for 3 hours. 3 hours. So, with that being said, I hope that you tune in with us every time that I'm trying to, broadcast out here. I hope that you're listening in, and the official website is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please go ahead and follow me on Twitter and Gab. Of course, Gab is the Twitter alternative. I am on both of those social media networks under the name Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. Now that we got that all out of the way, I'm sorry, folks. I mean, to be honest with you, it's kind of hard to stay on the wagon. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm trying to clean up out here, trying to do the good thing. I mean, I'm a grown-ass man. I don't necessarily have to do this, but I know that I have to, just for a little bit, but I'm working. I'm burning the candle at both ends out here, man. It's getting to me, just to say the least. It's getting to me. All right, with that being said, let's just go ahead and get right into the markets. There's a lot of things to talk about, both on the cryptocurrency front and in the equities and commodities front. So let's go ahead and get right to it, shall we? Now, in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency news, folks, just to show you that the beginning of the catapult of this cryptocurrency wealth revolution that's happening right before our eyes, more news. India, the country of India, is considering legalizing cryptocurrency as a means of tender. That's right, folks. Not just Japan, which we talked about yesterday. We're talking about India at this point in time considering utilizing and legalizing cryptocurrency as a legal means of tender. Now, we talked about this. Let me go ahead and retweet this article to show you folks what I'm talking about. I go on Twitter right now, just retweeted it. Now, the reason India is considering this is because we've talked about India in the past. We talked about how India has basically gotten rid of tangible cash, cold, hard currency. And the reason is because, let's be honest, the emphasis here is that it was a cleanliness issue. It was more of a sanitary issue. I don't want to get too far into it more than that. But this is another country considering legalizing cryptocurrency as a legal means of tender. And you know what that means, folks? 1.2 billion people. If India does this, 1.2 billion Indians will be partaking in the cryptocurrency market. And you know how high that is going to raise the cryptocurrencies, man? And look, I just think this is just the beginning. I think we're going to see a lot more countries embrace this. I think that we're going to see a lot more folks within the international community outlaw tangible cash. And that's something I don't want. I don't want the outlawing of tangible cash because who does that affect the most? Or at least the first and then the most? The poor and the small business. And that's why right now the poor and small business should be considering an alternative means of exchanging goods and services that is outside the realms of the central banks, that's outside the realms of the money manipulators who continuously just run the damn money printing presses, demeaning the integrity of the actual dollar itself. And I'm talking about the central banks. I mean, this kind of eliminates that whole nonsense. It eliminates banks in general. That's what I love about the cryptocurrency market, the cryptocurrency revolution. I like the fact that you are your own bank. And if you wanted to send somebody money, you can send somebody money without any kind of charge. You can have your money at your disposal without any kind of banking fees or anything to that capacity. You are in complete control. Now, with that being said, I also want to give a little bit more news in the cryptocurrency markets here. Our favorite friend from Mega Upload, Kim.com, I think maybe Trump was talking about the 300-pound hacker. Maybe he was talking about Kim.com. Anyway, Kim.com, folks, he is on his way on creating a new concept in which he is, from what it sounds like, is going to take on YouTube and other kinds of content creation based websites. And he announces a new Bitcoin venture for content uploaders to earn money via Bitcoin. Let me go ahead and retweet this one. This was out of Reuters Tech News here. Kim.com, all right, announces new Bitcoin venture for content uploaders, for Christ's sake. So all you folks that are out there bitching and moaning about YouTube and this and that, let's see what it all comes down to now that Kim.com is hooking up another alternative for folks that are content creators to deliver their content and get paid via Bitcoin. You understand? Get paid via Bitcoin. Anyway, let's just go ahead and get to the cryptocurrency markets. Once again, a lot of good news coming into the cryptocurrency markets, folks. And like I said, the more and more people that find Bitcoin and find cryptocurrencies and obtain them, hoard them, the price is going to go up no matter what denomination of currency you're exchanging it in. No matter what denomination of currency. That's the beauty of it, man. That's what I'm saying. Right now, the prices of cryptocurrency are based upon the small amount of world population that actually understands what cryptocurrency is. As each day goes by, that continues to grow. Now, people ask, where do I get Bitcoin, Ghost? And I've told a variety of different ways. Here's a new way, folks. Why don't you go purchase Bitcoin at your local ATM? That's right. ATM Bitcoin right here. Let me go ahead and retweet this. It is a locator of Bitcoin ATMs throughout the world in which you can go to these ATMs and physically give cash, and then you can have this cash that you put into the cash machine converted into Bitcoin and send it to your digital wallet. So once again, folks, all right, once again, there is means out here in which people can obtain cryptocurrency without necessarily knowing a whole bunch about it. And what I'm advising folks to do is at least make this a small part of your portfolio and get yourself a digital wallet and at least start obtaining cryptocurrency, even if it's just for a long-term investment. Even if it's just for a long-term investment. So I am bullish on cryptocurrency. With that being said, let's go ahead and get to the cryptocurrency markets, all right? Let's get to Bitcoin, folks. Of course, the gold standard for the time being, Bitcoin, BTC is the symbol. Current market capitalization is $18.2 billion market capitalization. Current circulating supply of Bitcoin is 16.2 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin has gone down 0.83%. Current price to Bitcoin, symbol BTC, current price $1,122.50 per Bitcoin. Let's get to Ethereum. Ethereum, symbol ETH. I am personally mining Ethereum. I think I'm bullish on the long term on this particular cryptocurrency for a variety of different reasons. I've read that in the next coming phases of this cryptocurrency, once it's no longer mineable, they plan on actually dispensing interest on those who actually hold the currency in mass quantities. So this is something to look into. This is something to research for yourself. This is why I'm a little bullish on this particular cryptocurrency. I'm mining it for the long term. So let's go ahead and get to it. Symbol ETH, Ethereum. Current market capitalization for Ethereum is $4.1 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply to Ethereum is 90.4 million in circulation. The current, as a matter of fact, in the past 24 hours, Ethereum has gone up 2.07%. Current price to Ethereum, symbol ETH, current price $45.35 per Ethereum cryptocurrency. Let's get to Litecoin, folks. I mean, I don't know if what y'all guys have been doing. I trade cryptocurrency, and let me tell you, I have been making bank off Litecoin. All right, I don't know what the hell's going on with Litecoin, but Litecoin seems to be in the money for the past, I would say, 5 to 6 days. About 5 days. Litecoin, symbol LTC, the current market capitalization for Litecoin is $530 million. The current circulating supply for Litecoin is 50.5 million in circulation, 50.5 million Litecoin in circulation. Over the past 24 hours, get this, over the past 24 hours, the damn Litecoin price has gone up 30.28%. I mean, good God. I'm telling you, there's real money to be made here. What are you doing? Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the current price to Litecoin, symbol LTC. Current price, $10.51 per Litecoin cryptocurrency. Let's go ahead and get to Dashcoin, folks. Dashcoin, symbol DASH. Current market capitalization for Dashcoin is $529 million. The current circulating supply for Dashcoin is 7.2 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Dashcoin has gone up 6.74% increase in the past 24 hours. The current price to Dashcoin, symbol DASH, current price $73.30 per Dashcoin. Let's get to the Monero. The Monero, folks, symbol XMR. The current market capitalization for the Monero is about $281 million. Current circulating supply for the Monero is 14.2 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, the Monero has gone down 4.53% decrease on the day. The current price to the Monero, symbol XMR, current price $19.74 per Monero cryptocurrency. Let's get to Ethereum Classic, Ethereum Classic, symbol ETC. Current market capitalization for Ethereum is $249 million market capitalization. The current circulating supply of Ethereum Classic is 90.4 million Ethereum Classic in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Ethereum Classic has gone up 3% in the past 24 hours. Current price for Ethereum Classic, symbol ETC, current price $2.75, Jesus Christ. $2.75. I'm getting ahead of myself here, for Christ's sake. Let's continue going, shall we? Zcash, I am currently mining Zcash as well, folks. Zcash, symbol ZEC. Current market capitalization for Zcash is at about $60 million. The current circulating supply for Zcash is a little over 1 million in circulation. The current, in the past 24 hours, Zcash has gone down 5.46%. The current price for Zcash, symbol ZEC, current price $58.44 per Zcash cryptocurrency. We've got Decred, folks. Decred, symbol DCR. Current market capitalization for Decred is at $47 million. The current circulating supply for Decred is 4.6 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Decred has gone up 6.14% increase on the 24-hour cycle. The current price to Decred, symbol DCR, current price $10.21 per Decred cryptocurrency. Let's get to BitConnect, folks. BitConnect, symbol BCC. Current market capitalization for BitConnect is $28 million market cap. Current circulating supply for BitConnect is at almost 6 million in circulating supply. In the past 24 hours, BitConnect has gone up very modestly. It is up 0.45%. The current price to BitConnect, symbol BCC, current price $4.78 per BitConnect cryptocurrency. Let's continue going, folks. We've got Bitcoin Dark. Bitcoin Dark was spiking again today, folks. Symbol BTCD. Current market capitalization for Bitcoin Dark is $10.8 million market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Bitcoin Dark is 1.3 million in circulation. The current, in the past 24 hours, Bitcoin Dark has gone up 10.03% increase on the day for Bitcoin Dark. The current price for Bitcoin Dark, symbol BTCD, current price $8.38 per Bitcoin Dark cryptocurrency. Let's get to Zcoin, folks. Zcoin, symbol XZC. The current market capitalization for Zcoin is $9.7 million market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Zcoin is at 1.8 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Zcoin has gone up 4.15% increase on the day. The current price for Zcoin, symbol XZC, current price $5.35 per Zcoin. Let's get to Novacoin, folks. Novacoin, symbol NVC. Current market capitalization for Novacoin is $4.5 million. The current circulating supply for Novacoin is at 1.7 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Novacoin has gone up 6.58%. The current price for Novacoin, once again, symbol NVC, current price $2.68 per Novacoin. Let's get to Z Classic, folks. Z Classic, symbol ZCL. Current market capitalization for Z Classic is almost at $2.4 million market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Z Classic is 829,213 in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Z Classic has gone down 1.20%. The current price for Z Classic, symbol ZCL, current price $2.86 per Z Classic, folks. And we're going to go ahead and end the cryptocurrency coverage on that note. I do want to remind everybody that as these countries and as more people come aboard onto the cryptocurrency market, folks, these prices are just going to continue to go up and up and up. And I genuinely believe that not only is this a viable investment opportunity, I think that this whole cryptocurrency revolution could generate serious wealth. I'm talking serious wealth. I'm not talking about getting rich. I'm talking about wealth. I mean, once again, let's go back to what I was talking about earlier. What if India legalizes this as a legal means of currency? That's 1.2 billion Indians that are going to start acquiring cryptocurrency. And because it's legal, they're going to start hoarding it. They're going to start trying to accumulate it in abundance, which is going to provide a level of scarcity in the cryptocurrency market, which means the prices are going to go up. So with that being said, folks, I just tweeted out a website that you can locate a ATM in which you can purchase Bitcoin straight from an ATM. You just put the damn cash in the machine, tell the machine what your address is, your wallet address, and before you know it, it's in there within a minute. I mean, you couldn't get any more easier to buy Bitcoin than that. Now, another way, of course, I've been saying to obtain cryptocurrency is to mine cryptocurrency. And I know this is very confusing to folks. People have been tweeting about this again. Mining, let me explain this in the easiest sense as I possibly can, is where you use a piece of hardware. Typically, it's a GPU, a high-end graphics card. And what you do is you load software so that this graphics card can connect to a mining pool in which your computing device, your GPU, acts as a networking computing system to process transactions happening within a given cryptocurrency. Now, because you are using your GPU, your electricity, your bandwidth, the algorithm of the cryptocurrency rewards those who actually mine these cryptocurrencies because it's a reward for using your system, your hardware, your electricity, so that you can process these transactions all across the world so it can be a decentralized currency. Now, I know that sounds very complicated, but mining can be a very lucrative way in which one can obtain cryptocurrency. Now, as I've stated, you can go and buy hardware and house these pieces of hardware, and, you know, there's a bunch of them out there. The most popular one at this point is called Antminer. Antminer. And the cheapest one you could probably get is the low grade, which was probably state of the or top of the line maybe about a year and a half ago. But now, because, as I've stated, folks, because you're mining today with whatever piece of hardware you're mining cryptocurrency with today, in the next 6 months, maybe sooner, maybe later, you're going to lose hash power. And hash power is the power in which you mine these particular cryptocurrencies when you're mining. The higher the hash rate you have, the more mining and the higher yields that you will obtain when you're mining your cryptocurrency. What I'm suggesting to folks, if you are going to mine, if you are insistent that you want to buy your own hardware and you're just kind of a geek like that and you like it, I mean, hey, that's fine. That's by all means. But if you just want to have mining capability, I strongly advise people to mine in the cloud right now, especially at the prices of cryptocurrency. I mean, just imagine once again, if India and Taiwan and other countries, I think that this is going to follow suit. I think cryptocurrency will become legal tender in many different countries. And when that happens, that means that those populations are going to obtain and hoard and accumulate cryptocurrency. So I believe, in my view, and I am personally doing this myself, I would mine in the cloud. It eliminates any kind of hardware, electric, upgrades, any kind of software problems, anything to that capacity. Let me go ahead and retweet this here. It's genesis-mining.com. I just tweeted it. I'm telling you what the beautiful part about this is that these are 2-year contracts. So once you sign up and you purchase a 2-year contract, this thing will mine for you for the next 2 years. Now, just imagine if these prices continue to go up, and it looks like it's going to, based upon what's happening out here in the world as far as currency is concerned. Right now would be the perfect time to start entertaining a long-term investment at this point. Now, there's a lot of folks that have put out videos about cloud mining and that it's negative, and I'll tell you why. Because they put in the $40 or the $50 little starter package and expect that through $40, that a $40 2-year contract or a $50 2-year contract is supposed to yield some kind of, I don't know, thousands of dollars or something of that capacity. I have no idea. It's much like how these assholes sued Donald Trump for Trump University. It's the same concept. You're never going to appease anybody. Some people believe that because they spend $40 that they expect $5,000 back. The game in cryptocurrency cloud mining is this. Once you have a contract and you start mining, and as a matter of fact, you can start mining in minutes. And as a matter of fact, use discount code WEA296 if you're going to entertain a genesis-mining.com cloud contract, because you get a discount. Once again, the discount code WEA296. But what you do is once you start mining, you're going to start seeing deposits for a 2-year basis in your wallet. Now, what you want to do is for about maybe 2 months, you accumulate whatever your mining contract and your hash power that you have purchased. For 2 months, you accumulate whatever it is, whatever you're mining, whether it's, I'm mining Ethereum, you could mine Dashcoin, you can mine Litecoin, you can mine Bitcoin. You know, I mean, it gives you a pretty well diversified realm of coins to mine in this particular cloud mining service. And once you've accumulated about 2 months of mining, you want to reinvest some of that money into buying more hash power. Now, why would you want to buy more hash power, folks? Because that's what you would have to do if you were purchasing hardware on your own. If you were purchasing hardware on your own, what you were mining, your yields today would be completely different in 6 months to a year. So what you have to do as someone who is doing the hardware mining is you have to continue to increase your capacity of mining. And that could mean getting whole new mining systems or adding new mining systems to your server farm. I mean, a whole bunch of things. This way, in my view, if you have a 2-year contract and you add hash power to that 2-year contract, you're adding a 2-year contract onto the first 2-year contract. And once these things start overlapping, before you know it, you're making serious effing money as it pertains to long-term mining investment in whatever cryptocurrency you're mining. Now, one more thing before I move on with Genesis-mining is that just because you buy a 2-year contract to, like I've got a 2-year contract to mine Ethereum, doesn't necessarily mean that you have to just exclusively mine that. You've got a control panel with this thing that'll allow you to use your hash power to mine anything at any given time. So let's say you see the increase in Litecoin. Well, let's say you want to mine Litecoin for the next couple of days. You can basically take your hash power away from wherever you're actually purchased your initial contract and use that hash power to obtain Litecoin for the next 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 days to a week. It's unbelievable, folks. I think that this is the best way to get into mining for the cheapest amount of price with the least amount of hassle and the ease amount of convenience. And I think it's a great long-term investment in my view, and I'm advising the inner circle, I'm advising everybody I know in my own personal life to get involved. If you don't know nothing else, just at least get a mining contract and a wallet. You'll have this mining contract dumping in cryptocurrency for the next 2 years into your digital wallet, and as it's just sitting there, let's say freaking India legalizes cryptocurrency as legal tender. I'm not even joking. It's just going to go up the roof. Someone is saying, so what you're saying is a contract-specific coin with Genesis can be applied to other coins offered? Yes. That's a beautiful part about this cloud mining. You have the control. You don't have to do all the rigmarole of having to be able to switch your hash power from mining Ethereum to Bitcoin or Ethereum to Litecoin or so on and so forth. Or you could split your hash power. What I'm planning on doing is I got a $1,000 plan right now, and in another month or so I'm going to put another $1,000 in hash power and just continue to increase. Just continue to increase. And then before you know it, I'm just going to start accumulating massive amounts of cryptocurrency in my wallet. And as these damn things rise, so does my wealth. And on top of that, I'm also trading cryptocurrency, folks. I'm going to talk extensively about that in the next coming days. I know people are starting to get involved in cryptocurrency trading, but we're going to get into it a little bit more depth in the next few days. So with that being said, folks, please do not just sit there. Do something. Obtain Bitcoin, even if you're just hoarding it, even if you go to an ATM just to buy it. Just hold on to it. Even if you're hoarding it, it doesn't matter. This is a long-term investment, mark my word. Anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and get to the equities market. Now, geez Louise, did you all see the equities, for Christ's sake? The initial Fed minutes come out, and, this just goes to show you that the market doesn't know their ass from their elbow. The Fed obviously showed a little bit of caution with the economy at this point in time. They continue to say that they're going to gradually increase interest rates. Now, does that mean a quarter-point interest increase? I have no idea, but obviously, once the Fed minutes were out and people had enough time to read it, the goddamn investment community did not like it. Good God, did you see the intraday charts? This is what I'm telling you, folks. This is why I'm staying away from the equities market at this point in time. Look at how bad news just literally took this damn market from a damn nice positive market to just garbage. Just utter garbage. Let's go ahead and get to it, folks. Take a look at the intraday chart on Dow Jones Industrial, man, right at the end of the day. Literally like an hour or an hour and a half before the damn markets close, the damn thing starts taking a header. Now, why is this? Because as I stated, folks, these markets are low volume. Low volume with no buyers. The only people that are actually buying and conducting any kind of trades in this equities market are the Wall Street big wigs, you know, the fund managers, hedge fund, mutual fund, all the big money managers on Wall Street, and the machines, the autonomous machines that I keep talking about, folks. A lot of the damn trades that are happening in the markets today are not even being conducted by real people. They're being conducted by algorithms that are basically going with the flow of the market, that are buying quantities of stocks at thousands of trades per second just so that they can accumulate fractions of a penny. I mean, that's literally the prime motive, all right, the prime motive of this machine trading concept, that this machine obtains fractions of a penny and that it accumulates that throughout a whole day session, and because of the quantity, there's money to be made. So with that being said, that's really what's making the markets move, is a bunch of machines, and I think, I really don't like it, man. I'd like human beings and independent investors to come back to the stock market. I think it's very unfair that the independent investor has been completely outregulated out of the market thanks to Mr. Yes We Can and the Democrats. But the reason why the independent investor was outregulated out of the market was because Obama was Mr. Wall Street candidate. I mean, Barack Obama and the Democrats were the ones that bailed out Wall Street, man. They were the ones that bailed out Goldman Sachs, man. They were the ones that bailed out the banks. These were the people, Barack Obama and the Democrats, they were the ones that gave the biggest wealth transfer in world history via Stimulus Package 2. And I'm going to say it, and I'm going to continue to say it. If you look into that Stimulus Package 2 bill and take a look at every son of a bitch that collected money in that bill, and take a look at who's being vocal against our president today, there is a direct correlation with who got paid in Stimulus Package 2 and who hates Donald Trump today. And it's disgusting, it's pathetic, and that's why you've got Barack Obama in the French Polynesian Islands, which has no U.S. extradition, hiding his goddamn treasonous ass off. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the freaking equities markets, folks, okay? Dow Jones Industrial tanking today because of, I mean, it's really sad, too. The Fed minutes is really what spooked the markets. And, I mean, like the market hasn't factored this in. I mean, Janet Yellen has been very clear about her raising interest rates like at least 3 or 4 times in fiscal year 2017, man. I mean, I don't understand why the market is reacting the way it's reacting. I mean, the reason it was positive today was because of the positive job numbers. ADP put out some positive job numbers that, was very, very positive for the president, for the American economy. We got a lot of positive economic news coming out, but then the Fed puts out its minutes, and then it just spooks the damn market. Look, that just goes to show you that there's no volume. I mean, if the Fed can put out minutes, that pretty much solidifies what it had been saying even during the last interest rate hike. I have no idea what the hell's happening. That's why I'm saying I'm not touching this equities market. I'm waiting for the crash, and it's up to Wall Street on when that crash is going to happen. It's all up to Wall Street because they control the market. They dominate the market. It's a shame. It sucks. That's why I'm telling people, hey, entertain the cryptocurrency markets, because ain't nobody dominating that market at this point in time. It's independent investors. It's not a bunch of big hedge fund, mutual fund, big fund managers out here. It's not a bunch of machines. It's actual investors. So anyway, let's go ahead and Dow Jones Industrial, all right, down 41.09 points, a percentage decrease of 0.20%, closing out the Dow at 20,648.15 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. We've got the S&P 500. Take a look at these intraday charts, folks. It tanked literally an hour and a half before the damn closing. It's stupid. S&P 500 down today 7.21 points, a percentage decrease of 0.31%, closing out the S&P at 2,352.95 points for the S&P 500. We've got the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is also down today. Take a look at these intraday charts, man. They just tanked at the end of the day. NASDAQ is down 34.13 points, a percentage increase of 0.58%, closing out the NASDAQ at 5,864.48 points for the NASDAQ composite. Now, the dollar was actually rising today up until the goddamn Federal Reserve minutes were released. And as a result, I don't know what the hell's happening to commodities at this point in time. I mean, everything I'm looking at is red, and this just underscores the uncertainty that I've been saying in the markets, man. These damn freaking investors don't know where to put their money. And they don't know where to put their money because there is no certainty out here. That's what I've been talking about. Anyway, let's get to commodities. Energy, folks. And you know how I feel about energy. I think that there's way too many producers out in the world market today. And I think that that's pretty much going to be the future of oil, is the fact that there's just too many goddamn producers. The only way that you're going to manipulate these prices is if you make a refinery problem in which you have a limited amount of refinery systems to be able to convert oil into gasoline. Anyway, let's get to WTI. WTI sweet crude is down 21 cents today, a percentage decrease of 0.41%, closing out WTI at $50.82 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. We've got Brent crude also down today, 19 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.35%, closing out Brent crude at $53.98 per barrel of Brent crude oil. Let's continue going, shall we? We've got gasoline down today, 0.62%. The feast or famine commodity natural gas also down 0.52%. We've got heating oil up modestly, 0.24%. Let's go ahead and get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! We've got gold down very modestly, but down. And take a look at that intraday chart on gold. Are y'all looking at that? The same time in which the stock market went down, you start seeing a spike in metals. I mean, give me a break, man. I'm telling you, these investors are smoking crack. If you're listening and have listened to this first hour for at least the past year, you know more than these assholes on Wall Street. Why do you think these assholes on Wall Street, they're now going to be taken over by artificial intelligent computers, man, like Watson, that IBM's Watson, for Christ's sake. I'm not joking. I mean, Goldman Sachs has already got one of these artificial intelligent financial advisors that are now financially advising for Goldman Sachs clients. I'm not even joking around. Anyway, we got gold down 80 cents, percentage decrease of 0.06%, closing out gold at $1,257.60 per troy ounce of gold. Let's go ahead and get to silver, folks. Silver is also, actually, it's unchanged today. It's unchanged. It actually came back to the price for which it was trading at yesterday. The current price of silver is $18.32 per troy ounce of silver. Copper is gone up today, folks. You see copper? Copper is up 2.47% increase on the day for copper. And platinum. Platinum is down today, 0.08% decrease on the day for platinum. Let's go ahead and get to agriculture, shall we, folks? Agriculture. Let's get to the grains index. I'm seeing a lot of green in agriculture. I'm not even going to lie. I mean, this actually, you see, only in the CME exchange, only in the commodities markets, the commodities traders have any kind of rational thinking. You know, I mean, if the dollar falls, that means the prices are going to go up. You know, if the dollar rises, that means the prices of commodities are going to go down. I mean, it's that goddamn simple. Let's go ahead and get to corn, folks. All right, let's get the grains index, starting with corn. Corn is up 0.48%. We've got wheat also up 0.64%. Oats is down 0.11%. We've got rough rice up 1.04% increase. Soybean up 0.69%. We've got soybean oil up 1.27%. Geez. Soybean oil up 1.27%, and canola up 0.78%. Let's go ahead and get to the softs index. Cocoa is up 0.05%. And let's get to coffee.
Hey, dude, just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me unless I have my coffee, dude. Yeah.
Shut up, you stupid hipster fruit. And by the way, folks, I've been saying this, and I've been saying this, and I've been saying this. Boycott Starbucks because it worked. And it worked because Starbucks' CEO has stepped down. And I'm telling you, where you spend your money is a political statement. That's why us capitalists have to basically vote with our dollar. We have to vote with our dollar, because if we vote with our dollar, they crack. Look at that asshole CEO from Starbucks. And speaking of Starbucks, I got to tell the story. I'm sorry. I was talking to somebody, and they said, and this is not uncommon nowadays in families. He was talking to a family member and was actually having a very, very good time with his family member. And then by accident, he decides to say, hey, you know what, why don't we go get some coffee? Let's go to Starbucks. And he actually says the word Starbucks, and unbeknownst to this particular family member was a social justice warrior that got triggered to hell. I just got triggered to hell, for Christ's sake. Was like, what? Starbucks? Oh, my God, that's racist. Oh, my God. Oh, good Lord. And it ruined this poor chap's, visit with their family member, because this poor chap had to literally discuss and actually have some kind of a freak show conversation with a triggered social justice warrior family member while trying to remain calm, because he actually accidentally said the word Starbucks. Give me a freaking break. Give me a break. Are you going to really get triggered by the word Starbucks? I think everybody should be saying Starbucks if it's going to trigger the hell out of social justice warriors and leftist liberal trash. Everybody should say Starbucks. Everybody should start referring to that company as Starbucks, and let's see what kind of a mental triggering impact it will have on leftist, liberal, long-haired social justice warrior scumbags. Anyway, coffee is down 0.33%. I would also like to add, please boycott Ronald McDonald's ass, all right? If they're going to hire Robert Gibbs as their global communications specialist, and they're going to allow that anti-American tweet against our president from the McDonald's Corporation Twitter account, well, then boycott McDonald's ass. Boycott McDonald's. If I see Ronald McDonald, I'm kicking him in the balls. Props to the Hamburglar. Anyway, let's continue going on here. We've got sugar. Sugar is down 0.37%. Orange juice is up, folks. 3.64% increase for orange juice. We've got cotton down today, 0.03%. Lumber is up 1.74%. Rubber down 1.08%. And ethanol is down 0.24%. Let's go ahead and get to livestock. Starting to see some modest increases in livestock. I can tell you this, I'm not seeing those cheap steaks anymore. I'm not seeing those cheap steaks anymore, man. I miss them. I'm talking about beef tenderloin, baby. You understand? I'm talking about porterhouse. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to live cattle. We got live cattle going up 0.11% increase on the day. We've got cattle feeder up 0.10% increase on the day. And lean hog, folk, is up 0.07% increase on the day. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass, all right? Now, once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. I am sorry, for the past couple of shows, I have been entering the show in somewhat of a bad mood. And I want to be honest with you, the reason that I've been doing that is because, I mean, it's a lot to hassle. It's a lot of crap. You know, it's a lot to deal with, for Christ's sake. I mean, I broadcast 3 hours a day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, all right, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Then I've got the Saturday Night Troll Show, in which I broadcast every Saturday night at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. As a matter of fact, I owe it to the Saturday Night Troll Show because I did an April Fool's joke on them, and I don't think they were very happy about it. So we're going to make it up to the Saturday Night Troll Show this Saturday night at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, all right? Now, with that being said here, let's go ahead and get to Twitter and Gab Shout Outs, all right? Now, for you folks that are unaware, if you would like a shout-out live right here on the broadcast, right here and now, all you've got to do is retweet right now the tweet that states True Capitalist Radio Live. You've just got to retweet the tweet that states True Capitalist Radio Live. If you retweet that tweet right now, I will give you a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast, right here and now. Hey, engineer, do we got any goddamn Twitter shout-outs to be had? All right. Well, now that we've got some Twitter shout-outs, I want to warn people. I know we're having a lot of new listeners here, and I got to warn people. When I do these Twitter shout-outs, we got a lot of obnoxious, very vulgar, very disgusting, despicable human beings that want to make sick-ass names, and it pisses me off sometimes, and I just don't want anyone who's new to the broadcast to be turned off because of this madness, all right? This is the kind of crap that you've got to deal with if you've got an internet broadcast. If you have a goddamn podcast, this is the kind of crap you got to deal with. Anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and get to some damn Twitter shout-outs right now. We've got Nate. What's going on to Nate? We've got Rock Ape. We've got Annan the Wizard in the house. We've got Girl Fart Connoisseur. Come on, man. Stop it with these sick names. We've got the Green Leader. We got Know Nothing. We've got Shia sold one ticket, LOL. Oh, yeah, did y'all hear about old Cuck Shia? Did y'all hear about Cuck Shia? Shia LaBeouf, okay, the He Will Not Divide Us nut job out here, this low-life loser that literally has just been, just shot out of the colon of Hollywood and is using the internet to try to make himself significant. Lo and behold, the movie in which he is in currently that was, I guess it premiered in the UK somewhere, sold one ticket to, I'm not joking, the movie sold one ticket, man. So that should go to show you, if you're going to go out here and antagonize the internet like some stupid cuck buck monkey, you're not going to have a very positive response if you're trying to, I don't know, sell your movie or whatever the hell you think you're trying to do there, Shia, you fruit bowl. We've got Ed Plus, Jizzmaster 3000, Antifa Butter Crew. Jesus Christ, we got Supa in the place. We got The Left One, Bannon Zero. No, don't even. Don't you even go there about Stephen Bannon. We're going to talk about that in a second. Shut up. I'm telling you, you leftist, boy. You leftist. I'm telling you. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. We've got Broken Tyson Rocket, whatever the hell that is. We got CDI Fan 237. The San Antonio Fly Fondler. Look, man, listen, I knew I shouldn't have told the Dick Cole story yesterday at the beginning of the broadcast. I knew that you idiots weren't going to let me live it down. And you know what? This is what I get for trying to be candid with you people. Anyway, we got Metal Capitalist. We got Easy Tech Solutions. What's going on? Once again, retweet the first tweet on my, or not my first tweet, but retweet the tweet that states True Capitalist Radio Live. If you go to my Twitter account and retweet the tweet that states True Capitalist Radio Live, I will go ahead and give you a Twitter shout-out live right here in the broadcast right now. We've got Whiskey Wednesday. Look, don't get me to drink, you bastard! I'm telling you, you guys, it's pretty hard to stay on the wagon, folks. Look, I haven't been drinking since Sunday. I've been trying to make a concerted effort. It is Wednesday, hump day, and the last thing I need is for you people on the internet to antagonize me to go get a damn beer right now. I mean, there is beer in my fridge. Unfortunately, that's just the way I live. That's just the way I live. That's the way I live. I mean, I'm just saying that's the way I live, man. I'm trying to stay dry, all right? Anyway, we got the Brony Network in the house. We got Raiden Snake. What's going on? Band Prince Kebab. Ah, come on, man. Leave the Arab Prince alone. Leave the Arab Prince alone, for Christ's sake. And did you see him? He got all of his Mr. Optimisms, man. I mean, I think he got about 100 and something of them. What's going on to the Arab Prince? We got Vivian HD. Assad had bad gas. Oh, you son of a... Jesus Christ! You guys are sick, man. You guys are sick. Oh, my God. You don't even have a soul, you damn troll terrorist and cyber vermin, don't you, man? Not one goddamn soul in that... Well, I don't even know why. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. And, you know, folks, you see why I have such a goddamn bad mood when coming up and doing this broadcast at the beginning here? I know that I got to put up with this crap. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got to put up with this crap every day, every goddamn day. I got to put up with this crap. And, you know, I'm getting a little tired of it. I'm going to be honest. I'm getting a little damn tired of it. I'm getting tired of it. Anyway, we got Corey in the house. What's going on to Corey? Havel the Rock in the place. Once again, retweet the tweet that says True Capitalist Radio Live, and I will give you a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast. Butter on my shekels. Butter on my shekels. Shut up, you anti-Semitic bastard. I'll stick a goddamn matzo ball up your ass. Good God. We got... Hey, Boat. I understand it is Boat's birthday, folks. Let me go ahead and sing Happy Birthday to Boat. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bodie. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Your pants are torn on Channel 4 because you're a whore. Anyway, I'm just joking, Boat. Happy birthday, man. Who else do we have? Once again, retweet the tweet that states True Capitalist Radio Live, and I will give you a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast, right here and now. We've got Distilling Petro Sniff. Oh, man, just... We got the 727 caller. What's going on? The Yellow Harp of Texas? That's not funny, man. That's not funny. I mean, haven't you all noticed these weird, very violent storms that just seem to be so prevalent nowadays, not just here in Texas, but throughout the goddamn country? I mean, does that dawn on anybody as a little bit peculiar, as normal? I'm just saying, all right? They're trying to give us the harpies. You understand that? They're trying to give us the harpies. Anyway, we got Igor Bogdanov. What's going on? We got extra rice for Department of Justice. We've got Edgar Brony Rains. Pulp Fiction anime. Is that for real, or are y'all trolling here? Pulp Fiction anime? Are you joking? Is that for real, or is this a troll? I mean, as kooky as that dumbass idiot freaking Tarantino is, I wouldn't be surprised if it is. I mean, Kill Bill was a joke. All right? I'm serious. I mean, he should be slapped for making that movie. Anyway, we are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get started on anything else, I'd like for everybody to please spread it around like a wildfire, and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, I mean, we're taking Twitter shout-outs right now. Won't you go ahead and follow us on Twitter? The Twitter name to follow, Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost is the name to follow. Let me go ahead and take a couple more Twitter shout-outs, and then we're going to go ahead and move to Gab shout-outs. First, we're going to move to Gab. Who do we have here? We've got the Smiler in the house. Going on to the Smiler. Happy birthday, Rur. We got a lot of birthdays. You know what? I want to be honest with you. That's why I was a little upset. I was taking out Templeton for a walk. And, man, literally, you couldn't get any more essence of springtime. I mean, bees were in the air. They were pollinating the flowers. You had birds on the ground that had no fear of, me or Templeton walking by. You had butterflies. I mean, it was just beautiful, man. And lo and behold, in the midst of me being taken back by Mother Nature, I realized that I got to come back and do this freaking show! So I can be belittled on goddamn Twitter, for Christ's sake! So I can be belittled on the internet, so my show could be besmirched, for Christ's sake! Oh, that's great. That's fresh. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Yeah, shut up. Good God, give me the mic. Give me the mic. I'm telling you, it was a beautiful day today. It's a shame that I have to miss out on it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little upset about it. I'm a little upset, to say the least, all right? As a matter of fact, screw Twitter shout-outs. I'm done with you people on Twitter, all right? I'm done with you people on Twitter. Let's go ahead and go to Gab, all right? The Twitter alternative, folks, Gab. If you don't have a Gab account, we'll go ahead and get you one. It's absolutely free. Once again, you can type in your browser gab.ai and get on a waiting list to get into Gab. Be a part of the Gab fam. If you want a Gab shout-out, all you got to do is like or repost the first post on your Gab account, and I will give you a Twitter shout-out, or a Gab shout-out, screw Twitter, a Gab shout-out right now. What's going on, Silent Capitalist, OG Toru, Crusades for Arabia, how you doing? Samuel Anime Jackson, Jesus Christ, man, shut up! Jehudi Capitalist, oh, that's fresh. I need a beer right now. Look, stop trying to tempt me to drink, man. I mean, y'all want me to fall off the wagon? Is that it? Do y'all want to see me in severe pain? Y'all want to see me dead? Is that it? I mean, it seems that's what you all want. Y'all want to see me dead. Good God, man. We've got, remember, I'm not going to say that name. Shut up. Deep dish dickhole? Deep dish. Stupid idiot. You know what? I knew I shouldn't have said the goddamn dickhole story. You know that? I knew I shouldn't have, and I knew it. I knew it. Give me the damn mic. I knew I shouldn't have done it, man. But you see, you know, this is what you get when you try to be candid with your listener base that happens to be a bunch of freaking internet troll terrorists and cyber vermin. This is what you get. Who else do we have here, for heaven's sake? Repost the first post on my Gab account, and I'll give you a damn shout-out right now. Trump and shekels are missing. What the hell does that mean? Jesus Christ. We got Escalators 420, Invader Vicery, whatever the hell that means. We've got the Huffington Paint. Yeah, real funny, you moron. Strictly Diesel, what's going on, man? Cole the Pony. We've got Aladdin's Nuclear Genie. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Good God. We've got, I'm not going to say that name. We've got, I'm not going to say these stupid names, you moron. Shove it up your ass. R.I.P. Woody Allen. Is that a troll, or is Woody Allen gone? All right? I mean, that wouldn't be a bad thing if Woody Allen is gone, all right? Damn, Woody Allen, butt-loving pedophile. Who else do we have here, man? We got Pepsi is better than wine. Nah, shut up about that Pepsi crap. Now you know why I'm not a Pepsi fan now, boy? Ant Farm Dickhole. Ant Farm Dick... You know what? That's enough. That's enough shout-outs. Y'all, you know what? Screw you people, man. I mean, what's going on the veteran capitalist at least, man? But everybody else, you shut up your ass. All you troll terrorists and cyber vermin, shut up your... Look, they want me to drink. Look on Gab, look on Twitter. They're trying to get me to drink, man. They're trying to get me to drink. I don't want to drink. Please stop, man. Please stop. Please stop, man. Oh, my God. Give me the freaking mic. Give me the mic. Man, folks, look, I am being taunted. I am being tempted. These folks out here are trying to get me to drink, and I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it one bit. Look at this, you know, look at this crap. Look at this. Please go off the wagon. Look at this on Twitter. Look at this. This is how my fans are treating me, man. Jesus Christ. See, look at this. Look at this. They got a dog with a freaking beer hat on, for Christ's sake. Stop tempting me to drink, for Christ's sake. Stop. Stop. Please just stop, man. Please, I can't. I'm gonna drink, man. I'm not even. Y'all want me to drink? Y'all want me to freaking drink? Is that it? Y'all want to see me sick? Y'all want to see me drink myself into oblivion? Is that it? Oh, my God. Give me the damn mic. Give me the mic. Oh, my God. You guys are going to get me to drink. You guys are going to get me to drink. And look at it. Hey, Trumpet, why are you trolling me? Look now, Trump in my own inner circle, the betrayal! I can't take this, man. Y'all want me to drink? How's that it? Y'all want me to drink? Look at this. Look at these people. Look at them. Look at these tweets. I'm retweeting right now. Look on Twitter. Look. Everybody's telling me to get a drink. You want me to drink? Give me the mic. Hey, you want me to freaking drink? All right, that's it. Well, we're falling off the wagon because of you troll terrorists, huh? You want to see me drink, huh? You want to see me kill myself? Huh? Wine is fine, but whiskey's quicker. Suicide is slow and liquor. Take a bow and drown your sorrows. Anyway, that's enough. Let me see. What do I got here? I got freaking beer right here. Open up the stamp. Freaking 12-pack. Got a beer going on. Let's get a few of them, man. All right. If we're gonna fall off the wagon, we're going straight to the top. Jesus Christ! Look at what you people are doing to me, man. Gotta deviate the whole goddamn show because goddamn troll terrorists keep throwing freaking alcohol and beer in my face. All right. You want to fall off the wagon, huh? You want me to fall off the... Oh, yeah, real funny. You guys are real funny on Twitter, man. You guys are real funny, and people are telling me not to drink. I mean, I can't help it, man. I'm edgy, man. I can't help it. I get the stress. I get people... I got to do it, man. It's calling me, man. The freaking beer, it's calling me, man. I'm not joking around, man. I'm embarrassed. I want to be honest with you. I'm embarrassed that, I'm falling off the wagon again. And people are like, you should be ashamed. You know what? I am ashamed. All right? I am ashamed. And you know what? I'm weak. All right? I'm sorry. I'm weak. It's horrible. You know what? Let's drink to me being weak. I mean, Jesus Christ. All right. You know what? Let's just start chugging. All right. I'm not even joking around. Let's just start chugging beers here. I mean, if we're going to go ahead and fall off the wagon, we might as well fall off the wagon. If some idiot is tweeting at me telling me to take some Valium, I'm not taking any freaking Valium. Jesus Christ, now you're telling me to pill pop, for Christ's sake? Oh, yeah, that'll be a lot better, right? That'll be a lot better. Jesus Christ, man. Alcohol 2, Ghost Liver 0. That's just funny. Yeah, that's just great. God, I know I shouldn't be drinking. I got people tweeting at me saying not to do it. I got Raiden Snake saying not to do it. I mean, I can't help it, man. These people, they just keep on. They just keep on. They just keep on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everybody that's witnessing this. And look, I'm sorry. I am weak. I need a drink. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't do it. If I don't, I'm going to go insane. If I don't do it, I'm going to go insane. So let me go ahead And let me go ahead and drink. And I want to say cheers first and foremost, all right? To everybody out there who listens to this broadcast. Look, I am sorry that I am falling off the wagon once again, but I can't help it, man. Look at all these people on freaking Twitter throwing beers in my face and, saying all this crap and, who cares? Who cares anymore? No one cares. No one cares about anybody. No one cares about me. No one cares if I live or die. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what did his name, Kurt Cobain, say? All alone is all we are. All alone is all we are. All alone is all we are. Cheers, baby, cheers. All right, we're chugging. We're chugging today. And you know what? Sorry if the show may be a little discombobulated, a little convoluted here, but you can thank the troll terrorists and the cyber vermin for this. And I'll remember this come the troll show, you bastards. Go ahead and drink some beer. And I got the 727 caller over here telling me to drink non-alcoholic beer. Here, look, check this out. He actually tweeted at me non-alcoholic beers. Now, why in the blue hell would I do that? Why in the hell would I drink non-alcoholic beer? That's just the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Just so that I can get the taste, for Christ's sake? And look at this asshole. Stop wasting time. Shotgun the beer. Okay, that's great. That's just great. You son of a bitch. You know what? Bottoms up, baby. You understand? I'm chugging this beer. Cheers, baby, to the capitalist right. Cheers to the capitalist army, and cheers to the capitalists throughout the world. Cheers, baby, cheers. I'm off the wagon, and you know what? You could thank the troll terrorists. You know what? Before I take this drink, I want to say that the reason I'm drinking again is because of you. You understand that? Because of you troll terrorists and you cyber vermin. And I hope that you folks are happy with all of your little trollisms and your little antagonist activity and all this crap. All right? I hope that you're all happy. I hope that you all are all happy now because it's your fault. It's your fault that I'm drinking. Each and every one of you troll terrorists and cyber vermin, it's your fault. It's your fault. It's your goddamn fault. It's your fault. It's not my fault. It's your fault, okay? I'm drinking because of you. Do you understand that? I'm drinking because of you. I'm drinking because of all of you pricks. And I'm sorry for all those that are with. I'm embarrassed. I'm serious. I'm embarrassed. But I'm drinking because of you pricks. Anyway, cheers, folks. I'm chugging this. I don't really care anymore. Who cares? No one cares. All right? Cheers. Ah! More beer! Woo! Yeah! I'm not joking. We're going straight to the top, all right? That's what we're doing. We're going straight to the top! Anyway, let's go ahead and shut up, all you people on Twitter and Gab telling me that I'm blaming, that I'm an alcoholic for blaming somebody else for my drinking problem. No, it's your fault. It's your goddamn fault. You people keep antagonizing me. You people keep tweeting goddamn beers at me. It's your fault. I'm telling you, what you all are doing to me is what you did to Kurt Eckenwald. You people are physically assaulting me, and because y'all are physically assaulting me with gifts, I have been forced, much like Kurt Eckenwald was forced into an epileptic fit, I have been forced into alcoholism because of the physical assault that you people are inflicting upon me via assaulting me with gifts. I'm not joking around. It is your fault. I am getting assaulted like Kurt Eckenwald. And let me tell you, instead of having a seizure, I'm drinking now. I am drinking, and that's like Kurt Eckenwald having a seizure. I'm drinking now because of your goddamn GIF assault. I'm drinking because of you people. I mean, do you understand this, right? You understand this, for Christ's sake. Hey, look at these idiots. Folks, look on Twitter. Look on Twitter. Look at these people. I mean, they're assaulting me with gifts. Look. How am I not supposed to drink when they're doing that? How? How am I not supposed to? I've got no support whatsoever from the goddamn, the freaking people that are listening to my damn broadcast, that's for sure. Jesus Christ, and shut up. I don't need a safe space. Shut up. I need no goddamn safe space. Anyway, folks, look, I'm sorry, folks. I mean, I have fallen off the wagon here, and the whole show has been convoluted. It's screwed up, and I let these damn troll terrorists and cyber vermin win all the time. All the time I allow You know what? So what? I'm drinking now. You know, you people ruined my show today. Go F yourselves, all right? I'm drinking. All right? I will drink beer from now until the end of the show. How you like that? Anyway, folks, let's get to the show here before these people piss me off to the point where I just don't want to do the whole goddamn show all over. I just don't want to do it. Then I'll just end the goddamn broadcast here and now. If they keep this crap up, I'm not even joking around. You think I'm joking? Anyway, folks, my apologies that, the show has taken a horrible fall off the wagon Wednesday situation. I don't even know what you call this, man. I don't even know what the hell you call this. But I am ignoring Twitter from now on. I'm not listening to Twitter. You people on Twitter, you people suck. You understand that? I mean, I got to be talking about serious business out here, and I'm being assaulted by GIFs right now on Twitter. At least the Gab fam are a little better out here, unlike you Twitter pricks that are out here assaulting me with GIFs. Anyway, let's get to the news, for Christ's sake, all right? Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about Stephen Bannon, folks. Now, I know this has been the top story all day today. For you folks that are unaware, Stephen Bannon was supposed to be top advisor to Donald Trump, especially during the campaign, and in his initial months of president, he was also named as a member of the National Security Council, in which he was supposed to take part in meetings dealing with policy that has to pertain to America's national security. Now, for whatever reason, he was not listed to be a part of that meeting, and because he was not listed to be a part of that meeting, a lot of the media is interpreting this as a demotion to Steve Bannon. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you, this is not necessarily a horrific sign as it pertains to Stephen Bannon and his closeness with the president. I think that what this represents is a different perception of foreign policy. And I think that people need to be somewhat concerned about this. And the reason I say that is because, remember, Stephen Bannon's foreign policy was not the same as many within the political class system, which seem to embrace this neocon mentality. Neoconservatism, which comprises of the idea of democratization by force, nation building, so on and so forth. This has been a modus operandi in the foreign policy of the past at least 5 administrations. Neoconservative ideology, democratization by force, nation building, that sort of thing. And that is not what Stephen Bannon represents as it pertains to his foreign policy. Now, with that being said, folks, I do not believe that Stephen Bannon was put in the National Security Council meetings to actually implement or assert or even suggest any kind of foreign policy. In my view, I think that the majority of Stephen Bannon's forte is in domestic policy, is in advising the president what to do as it pertains to implementing certain policies, loosening up bureaucracy, so on and so forth. Now, what this represents is this. McMaster, who happens to be the man who replaced General Michael T. Flynn, is now consolidated power since Stephen Bannon is no longer partaking into the National Security Council meetings. Now, according to the administration, and this was Sean Spicer, I believe, that said this, that Stephen Bannon, or excuse me, my apologies, this was out of a report that was given out by Roger J. Stone, that Stephen Bannon was basically put in this capacity in the National Security Council to basically oversee Michael T. Flynn, which is rather interesting. I think that the only thing that concerns me about Stephen Bannon being removed from the National Security Council is the potential that this is a blow to the alternative media. And some of the rhetoric that Donald Trump said today when he had a press conference with the King of Jordan suggests to me that Trump may be siding with the neoconservatism as it pertains to the Syrian engagement of theater of combat. I believe that right now, this is very, very soon to say, but right now there may be a pivot in the Syrian strategy. Now, once again, folks, I alluded to this yesterday, that the neoconservatives, the CIA, they were going to do whatever it takes to salvage this foreign policy of removal of Assad out of Syria. Now, in my view, folks, if you want my perception of what is going on here and why exactly they want Assad out of Syria, is because I purposely believe that the CIA wants a destabilized vacuum that's happening in the Middle East. I personally believe that with Assad out of the way, it brings Saudi Arabia and Iran closer together. And I think that the whole modus operandi pertaining to the Middle East foreign policy is to get Saudi Arabia into a war with Iran, utilizing the whole entire Middle East as a theater of combat, so that, for a lack of a better term, the Middle East could thin out their own herd. And I hate to sound so callous in saying this, but I believe that is the current foreign policy that has been asserted by the last administration and what is trying to be asserted by the deep state now in trying to salvage their Assad removal from power regime change strategy or their policy. So, as I stated, folks, I think that's the end goal of why the CIA, NATO, and the EU has destabilized the Middle East, because in the end, there are, 1.3, 1.4 billion Muslims, and let's just say, for the sake of argument, that only 5 or 10% of those Muslims are actually radicalized. That is still a humongous number. So the only way, one, especially when it comes to foreign policy, and let me be very candid with you folks, I have a little bit of experience in political science, especially as it pertains to foreign policy. Now, in college, when you're taught foreign policy, especially things like international relations, diplomacy, that sort of thing, they teach you in college, especially when you're emphasizing international relations, that you have to think of billions of people, whether, the potential of them dying, the potential of them being annihilated through nuclear annihilation. I'm not joking. They teach you to think of people as something of a number. You got to think of things like, hey, when you're constructing international relations, when you're constructing foreign policy, American lives, other people's lives, it's all collateral damage. So when you're a bureaucrat coming up trying to be someone who writes foreign policy, this is what they're teaching you in college. They're teaching you how to be a psychopath, and when you create policy in which it's going to create some level of international relation movement, then human life is not a factor when creating foreign policy or international relations policy as you're taught in college. So with that being said, this is why I know that the current strategy that's being implemented right now, that I believe right now Donald Trump may be entertaining, is Assad removal from power, regime change, and a potential proxy war against Russia. Now, I don't know how Donald Trump is going to negotiate this, because right now he's in a very precarious situation, and he's not letting anyone know what he's doing. He could be pretty much goading everybody into believing that he is for this neocon type of strategy of removal of Assad, while making deals with China and Russia unilaterally to undercut whatever's left of the deep state and everyone else that's trying to lure him into this neocon strategy. Because let's be honest, folks, I don't want to talk about the Syrian situation, but because we're going to talk about it later, but we all know this is a false flag operation. And that's why I talked about this yesterday. Now that I talked about it yesterday, all of a sudden it's all over the news. And now they're talking about removal of Assad. Assad did it. It makes no sense why Assad would gas people right now. He is kicking the crap out of the opposition. He has beaten the crap out of the ISIS stronghold in Raqqa, which is the ISIS stronghold in Syria. So, all I'm simply stating is right now what we need to do is we need to look cautiously in the next couple of days as the president meets the Chinese president, as the president figures out what exactly is going to be done with North Korea, what exactly is going to be done with Syria, what is exactly going to be done in the Middle East, the refugee situation. This is a very, very complicated web of mess. If I could take the terminology from the president, a horrible mess that he is in thanks to the previous administration. And Stephen Bannon, coming back to Stephen Bannon, I don't think that this is very significant as far as any kind of demotion of any kind, because Stephen Bannon was supposedly there to watch over Michael T. Flynn, and he hadn't been in many of these meetings, even though he was on the list of being a participant in the meetings. So right now, I think that what this states, in my view, and it could be a somewhat of a bad news for alternative media, because I don't know what the hell this means as it pertains to alternative media. If you want my opinion, I think that the alternative media, especially these people like Alex Jones and some of these hyper-sensationalists, are really doing the Trump train and the right wing of the political persuasion a lot of bad, because I think that Alex Jones is just going off half-cocked. He's just saying whatever the hell is on his mind. He doesn't have the truest sense of understanding foreign policy, international relations, and to be honest with you, every headline is, oh, they're going to assassinate Trump. These hyper-sensationalistic, ridiculousness, instead of trying to put together an articulate presentation to the listener in which the listener can say, you know what, he might be right here. This may be what's going on, that sort of thing. That's why I've got people who listen to this broadcast, aside from the rambunctiousness and the comedic aspect and the troll aspect, we've actually got people who listen to this broadcast for the commentary and the future prognostications, baby. And I don't think that Stephen Bannon removal of the National Security Council means anything as it pertains to the White House shakeup, quote unquote, but it may mean something as it pertains to the realm of influence that alternative media will have on the Trump administration. And I think, to be honest with you, alternative media is making itself an ass out of itself. I mean, I talked about Alex Jones. I mean, let's talk about this Cernovich moron. I mean, listen, I watched that 60-minute interview, and people are like, oh, he owned Scott Pelley. He owned him. Well, how did he own him? I don't get how he owned. I mean, to be honest with you, I think Cernovich, I think Alex Jones, now that Milo's gone, thank God, Lucian Wintrich, who, talked garbage to me on a Saturday and inconveniently got his goddamn White House freaking press credentials revoked on Monday, and then he ignored me because he knows better. But these people are not, doing the president any favors whatsoever, and I think the president understands this. I think the president now understands that he's making a move to distance himself from a lot of these alternative media organizations because they aren't really telling a lot of truth. And I hate to say this, but I mean, Cernovich looked like a complete moron on 60 Minutes, and yet you've got those on the right of the political persuasion saying that somehow he won the debate. I mean, if anything, 60 Minutes put this moron on display for being the incompetent two-bit hustler that he is. I'm sorry, I'm not a Cernovich fan, man. The guy is nothing more than a self-promoting piece of trash, man. I'm sorry. I mean, he has done nothing, absolutely nothing, to benefit the progress of the whole goddamn Trump train movement. He's done nothing. He's done nothing but sold his own goddamn book and, comes on and does these stupid two-bit rants on, I don't get it. And he's a yellow journalist. I mean, he'll put out whatever, whenever. And these people are a detriment to Trump, man. And that's why I think Stephen Bannon, if you want my view, Stephen Bannon's removal from the National Security Council means more to the alternative media than it does to Stephen Bannon being demoted or anything to that capacity. So once again, folks, these alternative media, they are not doing one bit of good as far as Trump's credibility is concerned. I mean, just look at the hyper-sensationalistic crap that these people talk about. I mean, anyway, look, I don't want to get into this anymore. You all get it, and I think that's what the Stephen Bannon removal of the National Security Council, that's what this represents. I think it represents the downgrade of the influence that alternative media has on the administration. And we don't have anybody else to thank but people like Alex Jones, Cernovich, Milo Yiannopoulos, Lucian Wintrich. I mean, these are the people that we have to thank for literally discrediting the entire alternative media. I'm serious. Anyway, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I think it's a very sad day. Like I said, I don't think Stephen Bannon's removal of the National Security Council means anything as far as his job is concerned. I do believe it's a subtle shot at the downgrading of prominence of alternative media in the Trump administration. And I think people need to realize this. And I think that, once again, thank Milo Yiannopoulos. Thank, Lucian Wintrich. Thank Alex Jones. Thank these, hyper-sensationalistic people who were given the opportunity by Trump to become legitimate news outlets, but instead were, using these hyper-sensationalistic yellow journalist-type tactics in which, demoralizes and discredits Trump's credibility altogether. Anyway, let's move on to another subject matter. Let's talk a little bit about Bad Rice, and I'm talking about Susan Rice. She is now denying unmasking the Trump campaign's communication, and I think that's a bunch of crap. Everybody knows it. You got the MSNBC and CNN trying to tell its viewers to ignore this news. Can you believe that crap? CNN and MSNBC are telling people to ignore Susan Rice being the culprit around unmasking the communications of the Trump campaign during the presidential election of 2016. And what boggles my mind is that not only are they trying to tell their viewers, CNN and MSNBC, not only are they trying to tell their viewers not to listen to this story, but they're trying to subtly tell the viewers that she had the authority to do it. Now, I don't know what the United Nations ambassador and what kind of authority they have, but does the UN ambassador have the authority to go to the deep state and just say unmask these communications? I mean, that doesn't even make any sense. How in the hell can MSNBC and CNN try to convey this as fact? How can they convey that as fact? It doesn't even make any sense. She was the UN ambassador, for Christ's sake. And not to mention, she has a history of outright lying to the American people. Remember, this was the dumb, soulless skankosaurus, Susan Rice, who went out after the Benghazi attacks and claimed that the whole reason why Ambassador Stevens was killed by a bunch of wild Jehudis was because of a response to a ridiculous two-bit, I mean, I wouldn't even call it a B movie, like a D movie that looked like it was made in front of a freaking green screen and a handy cam. She went on every major media. Remember that? Y'all remember she tried to blame Benghazi on a goddamn movie? And so did Hillary Clinton, for Christ's sake. They blatantly lied to the American people. So this dumb, stupid, despicable, anti-American, treasonous broad, Susan Rice, has a history of lying to the American people. She's denying she unmasked Trump campaign's communications. Oh, yeah? Well, luckily we've got Rand Paul, baby. Rand Paul calling for Rice to testify under oath in front of Congress, and I think that we should all be calling for Susan Rice to testify in front of Congress under oath so she cannot lie. And I guarantee you, if she is called, you know what she's going to do? She's going to plead the Fifth Amendment. And if she pleads the Fifth Amendment, then they are guilty as sin. That's why Barack Obama is not in the United States right now, folks. That's why Barack Obama is in the French Polynesian Islands where there is no U.S. extradition. He knows he committed treason. He knows he could be arrested, and he should be arrested. Obama should be arrested. God damn it! I can't believe this guy's getting away with this stuff, man. He put us in this predicament. Do you understand why America is in the precarious situation it's in? It's because of this soulless psychopath. And Barack Obama needs to be brought to justice. Do you understand that? Barack Obama needs to be brought to justice for abusing his authority and jeopardizing the very foundations of our government institutions. I mean, folks, do you understand what Barack Obama did? Barack Obama basically okayed deep state surveillance to a presidential candidate of the opposing party. That is jeopardizing the very foundations of our government institutions. That is treason. I mean, and that's just not the only thing he's done. He's done so many things. You know it and I know it. Barack Obama's done whatever it can to demoralize, discredit, and bankrupt this country. I'm not even joking around. This man, Barack Obama, he should not only be arrested and put on trial, but he needs to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And what we need to do as the American citizens is make a lesson out of Obama, make a lesson out of Susan Rice, make a lesson out of Loretta Lynch, make a lesson out of Eric Holder to show all future bureaucrats that want to be this corrupt, to show all future bureaucrats that want to be this criminal-minded, that they will suffer the wrath of the fullest extent of the law if they do this while they're in bureaucratic power. We need to make a lesson out of the Obama administration. And I agree with Rand Paul. I think there should be a call to testify for goddamn Susan Bad Rice. She needs to testify, and let me tell you what she's going to do. She's going to do the same damn thing that disgusting, despicable whorebag Loretta Lynch did, was just skirt around the truth like some arrogant, cocky, little, stupid, legalese-spitting bitch. That's what she's going to do. And that's why I'm telling you, folks, I mean, we have to make a lesson out of the Obama administration. We've got to show these people that, yeah, they got over on us for 8 years. Now it's time for them to pay for the rest of their life. How dare these people think that they can get away with this with such arrogance and such hubris? How dare these people think they can get away with this? That's why I keep telling each and every one of you that are listening to the sound of my voice, God damn it, it's time to get political, man. If you don't take this political process serious, a government made for the people and by the people, by God, we are going to witness what happened to us during the Barack Obama administration. We're going to witness that happen to us again, and again, if we as the people continue to not participate in the political process. We must. I mean, look at this. Susan Rice, she's denying it now. She's denying, even though everybody knows it. But because she's such an arrogant, leftist, bureaucratic, soulless scumbag, she's going to sit there and do just like Barack Obama does. She's just taking cues from that scumbag. Just sit there and smile with a straight face and lie your ass off, because these leftists actually believe, in their minds, they actually believe that the majority of the American people are a bunch of idiots. And that all you've got to do is look persuasive enough and say, yeah, no, I'll do it, yeah. That's all you got to do. If you look persuasive enough, that the American people will believe you, even if you're lying. That's what these leftists actually believe in their head. I'm not joking. Look at how they respond when they're lying. Look at how a leftist liberal or a goddamn establishment bureaucrat reacts when they're lying. It's the same type of modus operandi, the same shit-eating grin, with the same shaking of the head yes, and the same hair-splitting rhetoric, man. How many more times do we have to put up with this crap before we start realizing that we're just sick and tired of continuing this insanity? That's why whenever I hear somebody say political experience, he doesn't have political experience, she doesn't have political experience. We have had people with political experience for the past 50 years, and look right now, look at what's happened because of that. Look at the consequence of experienced politicians. These people are scumbags. Let me tell you something. If you're a career politician, I would never shake your hand. If you're a career politician, I wouldn't even look you in the eye. You're a piece of trash. You're a soulless piece of crap. Your actions speak louder than words there, especially you Washington, D.C. bureaucrats. Your actions speak louder than words, and take a look at the state of our country. This is all your fault, bureaucrats. This is all the Barack Obama administration's fault. This is all the people that were serving in Washington, D.C. during the Barack Obama's tenure's fault. This is all the people that served during the George W. Bush administration's fault, and all the bureaucrats in Congress that served during that administration. This is all the goddamn fault of the goddamn Bill Clinton administration and the Congress that served during those goddamn presidencies. God damn it! I'm tired of this crap, man. We've got to get political. Do you hear me? We've got to get political. I just don't know how much more I can say this. I don't know how much more I can emphasize this. Give me the mic. That's why you have to be informed, because these bureaucrats will lie to your face. They'll lie to your face. They'll get on the goddamn boob tube with that shit-eating grin, shaking their head, saying, "No, I'm telling the truth. Yeah, I love the people. Yeah." Give me a goddamn break. You know what, man? Just talking about these scumbags make me want to drink more. You know that? Just talking about these bureaucratic scumbags makes me want to drink more. More beer, for Christ's sake. We're chugging beers, for Christ's sake, because I'm telling you, just the stench of the fucking bureaucracy. Excuse my French. I'm sorry I'm a little loose-tongued here, but the stench of what's coming out of Washington, D.C. is making me want to puke. I mean, it seems, and I have said this time and time again, the political class, the mainstream media, and the deep state are an enemy of the people. Let me repeat that one more again and let this stick in your head. The political class, I'm talking about all these assholes in Washington, D.C., the political class, the mainstream media, and the deep state are an enemy of the people. I mean, just base that on their actions. Base that on how they're trying to undermine our vote. Just base that on how they tried to undermine our president that we've elected. Just look at how they're utilizing the media as a weapon to subvert our political conscience. These people are an enemy of the people, folks. Wake up! Jesus Christ. Anyway, once again, folks, Susan Rice denies unmasking Trump campaign's communication. Rand Paul calling for Rice to testify under oath. And, you know, even if she does testify under oath, she's going to plead the fifth. She ain't going to say a goddamn thing. It's the same thing that disgusting, despicable, cocky-ass Loretta Lynch would do. Remember when she went out there like a cocky-ass little fat midget-looking meatball? She was there just, no, I know exactly what the statutes are, and I said it the way it was, and that's just how there is to it. I hate these little cocky-ass bureaucrats. You know what? I don't like bureaucrats. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like bureaucrats. If you happen to be one and you're not a bad person, I'm sorry, but a group is defined by its majority. I don't like you bureaucrats. You people have no goddamn clue whether you're coming or going. You people are half-ass when it comes to your intellectual capacity, and because you have the authority that is accorded to you based upon the institutionalization of government systems, you feel that you people are overlords and you could be cocky-ass, hubris assholes even when you commit crime, even when you're caught in corruption, even when you're incompetent. I mean, I'm serious, man. You bureaucrats make me sick. And you could be busted, and that's the thing about bureaucrats. When you bust their ass, they'll sit there and deny, and then when you put the evidence in their face, when you gotta actually have them on camera committing the goddamn offense, then they'll say, well, it's not my fault, it's this person's fault. I mean, that's all a bureaucrat is good at doing. A bureaucrat is a waste of life as far as I'm concerned, okay? That's why I'm glad the capitalist revolution and the manifestation of Donald Trump has taken control of state power in this government. Because these bureaucrats, they need to be... And what did I tell you? I told you this was going to happen years ago. I told you that the capitalists were going to take control of state power and we were going to throw all these bureaucrats in the unemployment line. And that's exactly what's going to happen here in the next year. And you know what? I'm going to be laughing my ass off. You understand? I'm going to be laughing my ass off when you stupid, dumb, bureaucratic pieces of crap are out in the unemployment line and have to be held accountable for your goddamn incompetence. I'm not joking. I am not going to shed one tear for a bureaucrat who's thrown out in their ass. Not one. So good riddance, you bureaucratic pieces of trash. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me move on to the next subject matter, folks. As a matter of fact, let me drink some more beer. More beer, for Christ's sake! Open up another goddamn beer, for Christ's sake. Open up another damn beer. I'm telling you, man, I mean, all this stuff, the troll terrorists, the cyber vermin, all this crap in the news, it's all driving me to drink. It's all driving me to drink. Anyway, let's continue going, folks, all right? Let's talk a little bit about this scumbag Democratic representative out there in California, Adam Schiff, who continuously, for the past month and a half, has pushed this Russia-Trump, Russia-Trump, Russia-Trump narrative. This meekly-looking fruity bastard tried to juice every political goddamn exploitation out of this freaking Russia-Trump narrative. Well, Adam Schiff, being the most vocal voice out here with his meek little soft-spoken bunch of crap, who has been pushing the narrative Russia-Trump, Russia-Trump, even called out Tucker Carlson. This is the same asshole who called out Tucker Carlson for, quote, holding water for Putin because Tucker Carlson was telling and asking Adam Schiff for the goddamn evidence that links any kind of collusion or any kind of partnership, cooperation with Russia or Trump, Russia and Trump, and Adam Schiff couldn't produce one iota of evidence, couldn't produce anything. And because Tucker Carlson made Adam Schiff look like a piece of crap, Adam Schiff just basically went right at the jugular of Tucker Carlson. If you did not watch this, I mean, it's unbelievable. Even Tucker Carlson couldn't believe that because Tucker was asking Adam Schiff, this representative scumbag from California, because Tucker Carlson was asking him for some kind of evidence and he couldn't produce it, that's when this idiot Adam Schiff went out the jugular of Tucker Carlson and said that he's holding water for Putin and that he's, a Russian agent or some kind of crap like that. I mean, give me a break. Adam Schiff is a stupid, despicable human being, and he is a representation of the kind of garbage that's being produced out there in California. I'm not joking around. I mean, why do you think they call them representatives? This asshole, Adam Schiff, represents the type of oblivious, disgusting, despicable, leftist, liberal, weasel individual that comprises the majority of whatever district that this scumbag represents. I'm telling you, Adam Schiff is your typical leftist bureaucrat with no shame. He will sit there with that little ratty, shit-eating grin on their face and sit there and tell you a complete and utter lie. A complete and utter lie. Well, anyway, the reason I bring up Adam Schiff is because finally, after all this goddamn time, after all these goddamn ridiculous investigations and all these ridiculous accusations, with this idiot Adam Schiff trying to push this Russia-Trump, Russia-Trump, Russia-Trump narrative, this moron finally comes out and admits that there is no definitive proof of Russia-Trump connection. So now this scumbag, after causing this whole media circus, after putting on this complete, utter political theater of investigation into Russia-Trump, after all this crap with James Comey and all that crap, all the crap with the collusion of the media, all this crap, now this asshole, Adam Schiff, comes out and says that there is no definitive proof that there is any Russia-Trump, Trump-Russia connection. This is what represents us as the people. I mean, this is what we are sending to Washington to write the laws. And then we wonder why we are such in a precarious situation in America today. I mean, look at this Adam Schiff. This asshole has been the leading voice in trying to push this Russia-Trump narrative, and he's known all along. I mean, that just goes to show you what type of a freaking lying scumbag this guy is. He knew all along that there was never any kind of definitive proof relating any kind of connection between Trump and Russia. But you know what? He kept pushing that narrative. And you know what? He brought Comey to testify. And when he brought Comey to testify, Comey, outright lied. And then the lamestream media continued to try to push this narrative. Why do you think Adam Schiff was always out there in the news? Because the media needed his goddamn narrative. They needed his lies to push forth the negativity that we have been witnessing all over the goddamn lamestream media about our president. Now, all of a sudden, Adam Schiff is admitting there is no definitive proof of any Russia-Trump connection. How convenient, baby. How convenient. Anyway, folks, we are now in the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get started, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread it around like wildfire, and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And if you have not done so, please follow me on Twitter and Gab, folks. Please follow me on Twitter and Gab. The Twitter and Gab name is Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. Now, folks, once again, we were talking about how Adam Schiff finally admitting that there is no definitive proof of any Russia-Trump connection. But once again, Adam Schiff represents what kind of garbage that's in California today. All right? It represents what kind of utter trash is in California today. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, man. Adam Schiff represents what the hell California is all about. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to another subject matter. And we're going to spend a little bit of time on this subject because I know that we have a lot of college kids who listen into the broadcast. Now, there was talk about some kind of student debt forgiveness circling around the Trump campaign prior to him being elected president. And to be honest with you, I wasn't too happy with that, all right? I'm not too happy with it because I don't think that these kids should be having their goddamn debt forgiven. And you want to know why? Because I want to be completely honest with you. If we were to forgive their debt, then that isn't showing them anything. Because what they should have done is they should have thought on their own, and they should have said, wait a minute, let me just take a step back for a second. If I take out $50,000 or $60,000 in college loans, what is the probability of me getting a job, and at what salary am I going to get that job? And based upon that salary and all those outgoing expenses, how long is it going to take me to actually pay off this student debt? And because we've had so many students who didn't even bother to take that simple equation into consideration, now we've got millions upon millions of brats, for lack of a better term, who feel that their debt, their college debt, should be somehow forgiven because they made a bad decision. Now, to these college kids' credit, I am not putting all the blame on them. I do blame their parents for helping to facilitate this logical fallacy that putting yourself in debt for $60,000 is going to somehow make you significant in life. I also blame the public education because they also indoctrinate everybody to believe that you must go to college. If you don't go to college, you're going to burn in hell. And because of this, the parents, the teachers in the public education arena have basically put this bubble, this education bubble. That's why you have so many universities now. You got so many universities, you got so many colleges, you got vocational schools, you got technical schools, you got online colleges, you've got certificates, you've got associate's degrees, you've got bachelor's degrees, you've got master's degrees, you've got doctorates, you got all this crap. And meanwhile, where are the jobs? Geniuses. I mean, what are they teaching you all in school, man? What are they teaching you all? I mean, me personally, folks, I don't believe that these kids, I don't think they should deserve debt forgiveness. I'm sorry. I think that this is something that you kids need to realize that your parents and the public education system screwed you with. And instead of crying, pissing, and moaning about it, you need to get your ass to work and stop thinking that you're above any kind of labor and start paying down that debt so you can be somebody. All right? So you can be somebody. And you don't need a college degree to be somebody, man. I mean, the biggest billionaires in the world, well, screw the world, the biggest billionaires in America, they didn't even finish college. Some of them didn't even go to college. Now, why do you think that is, folks? Why do you think Bill Gates dropped out of Harvard, all right? I mean, some of the biggest billionaires never even went to college. Now, why do you think that is? Because they used their minds. They used their thought processes, their experience, and applied that to their lives so that they could go beyond whatever systematic path was being paid for them by the education system, by their parents, by other peers, whatever. Now, I'd like to hear from you. I actually want to hear from folks and what they have to say about student debt, whether it should be forgiven, and if you think it should be forgiven, why you think it should be forgiven. I'd like to hear from you, 516-453-9903. We're going to open up the phone lines because if you genuinely believe that student debt should be forgiven, I would like for you to give me an explanation on why. And if it's anything because, it's not fair, I don't want to hear about fair, all right? I don't want to hear about fair. Life isn't fair. All right? Why don't you tell that to the cheeseburger that you're going to eat later on today? Why don't you tell that to the cow that ended up becoming a cheeseburger that you're going to eat later on today? Why don't you tell that to the freaking chicken that you're going to eat in Chicken McNuggets today? Why don't you, you know what I'm saying? Life isn't fair. It just isn't fair. Tough titty. But yet there are some people that actually believe that, the taxpayers, should flip the bill for a bunch of kids that, put themselves in debt for $60,000. I want to hear from you. Maybe I'm out of touch. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. 516-453-9903. Let's go ahead and take some of these new callers that obviously have something to say about it. How about 618? What do you have to say about college debt?
Hey, Ghost, what's going on?
How you doing, man?
Hey, so when I went to college, I met so many people that lived off school loans, but I got mine paid through the military. And what they told me was that if I ever failed the class, I had to pay back every single dollar. And that put a fire up my ass to be able to do well and succeed in college. It gave me a sense of responsibility, not only with the job that I was doing, but whatever I did in that class, I owned what would happen. So if I didn't graduate, I paid for it. If I failed the class, I paid for it. I spent my time at work, I paid for it.
Well, that was a very interesting motivation. Even the military is forcing payback if you fail a class or drop out of a class.
Yeah, if you don't pass that, you have to pay every single dollar back for that credit hour. And so I think it gives the student a lot of responsibility, because I met a lot of people on base that were either wanting to go to college and wanting to use the GI Bill and realize that, hey, if I do this, I have to do this. So, if you want to get paid to go to school, you better put in the hours to go to school. Not people that sit on their ass for 2 to 4 years collecting a check, and then once they're out, like, oh, well, I didn't pass. Oh, well, it can be forgiven.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the chink in the armor there, is the fact that people that take out loans, they don't have that kind of motivation that you had. I mean, they fail a class, big deal. They'll just take out some more loans and continue to go to college likewise. And even those that are even qualified to get government grants, the same thing. I don't think these folks are required to pay back government grants if they fail classes or are given a class and drop from it or anything to that capacity. So I think that is a very, very good incentive to make sure if people are going to go to college that, if they fail a class, they got to pay for it, but at the same time, they're paying for it in the future anyway. So, what do you think is the true solution? I like what the military has done, what you suggested, but that's because the military has given that to you because you served our country. Now, I did not realize that if you fail a class, that they're going to make you pay for it. But what's the solution, though, for people that are in debt and that have college debt that really don't have that incentive and never will?
I think it also comes a combination of people who are mentoring and coaching them, like the people that they care about as well as their parents. If you fail a class, how many parents are like, "Oh, you effed up, you little son of a bitch. You did this, and now you got to pay for it." It's, "Oh, Timmy, it's okay. The classes were long and difficult." It goes along with what you were saying about autism yesterday. People babying their kids and not letting them experience the real world and what your consequences have on your actions that do negative. I think being able to, one, have people responsible enough to take care of their own debt is going to push them into a point where they want to succeed in college and succeed in life. Rather, if you fail, it's all right. Someone else has got the tab. Don't worry about it. Mom will take care of it. You can run back to Dad. He's going to be fine. I think that's the combination of the one, responsibility, and two, putting them right in the light of what they did for the consequences of their actions, rather than skirting it off and pushing it off on someone else. Is going to get people motivated to want to actually do well in college and not take basket weaving.
Well, man, hey, thank you very much for calling up. Very, very good points. I hope that people heed that calling, but I just don't think so. I think that the parents, the public education system, this collusion of anesthetizing this college fetish into the minds of our children has really cost them, because, look, our kids now they are not just in debt. They have no economic opportunity so that they can at least be gainfully employed so that they can pay off that debt, and that's a serious problem. That's why you've got a lot of these kids calling for debt forgiveness, and I don't think that's going to teach them one bit of good. Anyway, thank you very much for calling up. Let's take a couple of more callers here. Once again, we're talking about student debt and student debt forgiveness. What does everybody think about it? All right, well, I know we have a lot of college kids. I know that people have their own opinions about it. How about area code 256? What do you got to say about college debt?
What's up, Ghost?
How's it going?
Hey, man, listen, I'm 23. I've had first-hand experience with all this college situation. A lot of these people who are out here and they want to go to college for, like, liberal arts or women's studies or African-American studies or shit like that, they're the ones that need to be paying it all back. But obviously the ones who are going to college, who are actually going to contribute to society and make America a better place, such as the doctors or the engineers, or basically, anybody in a STEM degree, I think that they should get a little bit of reprieve. Maybe not a complete write-off of their student debt, but if they're contributing to society and making America a better place, instead of all these, liberal arts and crap, then why shouldn't they be able to get a little bit of help or a little bit of reprieve?
No, so your argument is that, look, if we're going to make the investment and we're going to give these folks a little bit of a leeway, I mean, not a complete and total elimination of their debt, but if they are already in a job, they are contributing to society, your argument is, why not give them a little bit of a break? Why not give them a discount? Why not take a little bit off the top of that particular debt so that at some point in a shorter time frame, they'll be able to live off their full income potential? Is that what you're saying, sir?
Absolutely. And the biggest problem, I think, today, or one of the biggest problems, it's not the biggest, but a lot of the times you'll get these these students that want to study abroad from, say, India or Pakistan that will come over here, and they'll be pharmacists and doctors, and they do get a very hefty, what's the word I'm looking for? They get compensated for being over here, and they pay a lot less than, say, I'm from Alabama. If I wanted to go to the University of Alabama and become a doctor, I would pay more as an in-state student than the Haji Podge from India would. And then they are going to take the knowledge that they've acquired and go back and make their country a better place.
Yeah, you know what? That's a very interesting point, and thank you very much for calling, sir. I mean, that's a very good point. We do give a lot of subsidies. We give a lot of leeway to foreign students. We actually pay them, as a matter of fact, to come to this country and be educated, and they take off with all that knowledge and make their countries better. I mean, why not have those that have already conducted themselves and they're already currently in the job market? Why not have them have a little bit of a break instead of these dumbasses who decided to go and get underwater basket weaving or women's studies or liberal arts or anything to that capacity? Why give these stupid morons a break? Let them suffer. And why not allow the folks that actually are contributing to society, who are going to contribute to the tax system, why not give them a little bit of a break? I think that's a very, very good point. Very, very good analysis there. Thank you very much, sir. How about distilling? I think distilling has something to say about this. What's up, man?
Hey, man. So over here, basically with university studies, they actually subsidise certain skill shortage areas. So nurses, engineers, that sort of thing, they'll actually subsidise you, doctors as well. And basically, over here, it's what they call a HEC scheme. So you don't have to pay any money up front, and they just add it on to like a tax bill at the end, and you pay that off once you earn over a certain amount of money. Now, what they do with nurses, I know this quite well because my wife has just completed her nursing degree and just started. So basically what she has to do is, at tax time, she doesn't get a refund. They just take the remainder off the bill, and she actually gets subsidised for that. I think it's 20% of her total HEX bill she can actually claim back from the government. Now, they do the same thing for trade-based training, and this is where I have my personal experience. Basically, with skill shortage areas such as electricians, painters is something they need quite badly. I can actually claim some money off the government, basically, and pay it back. I think it's up to $20,000 over the life of the four-year training, and that helps bolster your pay. And you can actually get a 20% discount on that upon successful completion of that training. So, look, I think it's a good thing, but as far as like liberal arts and broadcast media and all those sort of shitty, wishy-washy, fluffy degrees, I wouldn't bother. So, yeah, there's my 2 cents worth, mate.
Hey, thank you very much. As a matter of fact, they actually have a pretty good sounding system over there in Australia. I mean, look, I'm just saying we have to do something. Instead of forgiving a bunch of brats that decided that they were going to utilize their student loans to go party, because let's be honest, folks, we just went through spring break last month, and I forgot what article I read, but I think it was like over 60% or something like that of the people that are attending college are utilizing money from their student loan so that they can pay for their spring break trips. So, I mean, let that sink in there for you for a second. I think we've got Raiden Snake. I think he wants to say something about this subject. What's up, Raiden?
Yeah, hi. Yeah, just to let you know, what the cinema was on about is pretty much similar in the UK, but obviously a lot of the problems, obviously, that we have over here is obviously like people who do, obviously, all these courses, obviously, and they don't get anything out of it, like degrees and stuff. They look for work, and they just can't find any opportunities at all.
So out there in the UK, it's a similar situation, but the economic opportunities for graduates are nil.
well, virtually, there's not a lot of opportunities out there. I mean, that you've got people with like some really serious high degrees, and like, well, and they've done like 4, 5, even up to 6 years in colleges and universities, and like, well, and when I've tried to obviously apply for jobs, it's just like, well, there's nothing there.
Yeah, wasn't that the cause of the riots in a certain area of Britain because of this particular problem about 4 years ago? Do you remember that riot 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah.
There was a bunch of young kids gathering up.
Yeah.
And was that because of the lack of economic opportunity for students that actually have degrees and are qualified? And this is just, at that particular time, wasn't that just kind of a rise up in opposition because of the lack of economic opportunity, given the fact that, there are, according to many, there are a lot of educated people in the UK and they just can't find work?
Yeah, well, that's part of it, but also as well, a lot of them were complaining because obviously, what was it? We're now paying at least £9,000 a term, like £9,000 a term. It's like, do you know what I mean? It's like most people end up between 60 and 90 grand in debt.
Oh,
you know
man, so it's even worse over there.
Yeah, and from what I've been hearing, I don't know if it's true or not, but there was some government departments that where, like, because a lot of these people, unfortunately, now having to go on what they call the state benefits, or you would dub welfare over there. Apparently, they're now considering, because of the amount of debt that's obviously accumulated by students, they may be mandating they dock off their benefits or their state welfare.
Oh, man, whoa. So, like, some of the government entitlements that are traditionally accorded to those that are of a certain age, of a certain socioeconomic status, if there is any student debt, they're going to take it out of any kind of future entitlement, any kind of pension or anything of that capacity?
Well, there's been a little bit of mention about it, although it's not like hefty big. It's just been mentioned around my surrounding areas. Like, there's been sort of like discussions about it, but like not as an overall UK picture. But I wouldn't be surprised if they're debating that kind of stuff, because there's so much student.
Whoa! Hey, thank you very much, Raiden Snake. You're talking about pissing a whole bunch of people off there. I mean, that would definitely shake a beehive's nest, to say the least. Good God. Let's take about 1 or 2 more callers, then we're going to move on to the broadcast because we are running out of time, folks. How about 843? What do you have to say about student debt?
I graduated from kindergarten.
Oh, really?
And I'm proud. Yeah, I'm proud.
Yeah.
Really proud.
Do you want me to give out your number so that maybe a teacher could maybe teach you a little bit of something? Maybe you could graduate beyond kindergarten?
I graduated first grade.
Do you want me to 843-872? Should I give out the rest?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Sit there and shut your stupid mouth, all right? You shut up! Get him out of here, stupid, stumbling, mumbling little fruit. That's college education right there, folks. That's college education and single mothers. That's what that is right there. I'm taking one more call and we're moving off. All right, how about 863? What do you got to say about college debt?
Honestly, I think college nowadays is just nothing but a liberal hellhole.
Well, that's obviously goes without stating, but do you believe that it's even worth going at this point, outside of maybe some STEM degrees? Do you actually believe that it's even worth going?
Hell to the no.
Well, that's a pretty much basic, short and sweet. Thank you very much for calling up. Anyway, look, we're almost running out of time here, but let me give you my 2 cents. I personally believe, folks, unless mommy and daddy, or a scholarship, or some kind of government grant, or some angel investor is going to pay for your college, I would strongly advise just kind of holding off. And if you are going to go, why don't you go to a goddamn community college to see if you're even competent enough to be able to keep up with college content, all right? And this way, it'll come out of your pocket. Community college is not that expensive. And if you can't hack it, well, then you're a little bit short money in your pocket. And secondly, you begin to realize that you're not as smart as you think. So that's why I'm saying, folks, I mean, if you're going to go to college, I mean, make sure to do it. I mean, why don't you do it properly and do it smart, okay? Yeah, you know, putting yourself in debt $60,000 before you have a job is really stupid. It's indentured servitude. It's indentured servitude. If you haven't heard of that, look up indentured servants. That's what you college kids are at this point. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me move on to the next subject matter because we're running out of time. Did you hear the European Union? They want to take action against the country of Hungary because Hungary basically passed laws to get rid of this George Soros-funded university. And because of that, you've got the EU now flexing nuts at the country of Hungary because the country of Hungary wants to take George Soros out of its country. They want to take George Soros's influence out of its country. And now the European Union is what? Acting on the behests of George Soros? I mean, you can't make this up, folks. This should show you how much power George Soros has when he's got the European Union trying to muscle, like a bunch of gangsters, trying to muscle the country of Hungary to prevent them from, shutting down George Soros's university, for Christ's sake? Are you joking? I mean, is this what the EU finds important, for Christ's sake? No wonder Britannia left. No wonder France wants to leave, for Christ's sake, man. I said this yesterday, the EU needs to be stopped. These people are completely out of control. These are a bunch of unelected old bureaucrats that want armies now. They want a European Union army. They want their own nuclear weapons, and they need to be stopped, folks. I'm not joking around. The EU could be a very big threat to the world's national security if it isn't already. I personally believe that the EU can be directly blamed for the migration crisis that is destroying Europe. The European Union can be directly responsible for the downgrading of society of every member state in the European Union. And now you've got the European Union trying to muscle Hungary so that they won't close this ridiculous George Soros university down. Can you believe this crap? The European Union is holding water for George Soros, man. I mean, what have I told you about George Soros, man? This guy is the prince of freaking darkness. I have told you this, man. I'm telling you, man. I mean, it's like this.
Yes, I am George Soros, and I want to tell everybody that I got the EU to put the pressure on Hungary because they are trying to close down my university, and the reason that the EU is doing this is because it's mine. Everything is mine. The European Union is mine. The country of Hungary is mine. The whole entire world is mine. The black people are all mine. The Jewish people are all mine. Your mother's coochie is mine. Your filthy children are all mine. Everything is mine. Because I am George Soros. And I will show you all true power. I mean, do you understand? I own the world. I should have died years ago, but I'm alive because the world is mine. Everything is mine. Your life is mine. Your 50 children are mine. Your mother's coochie is mine. Everything is mine. And I, George Soros, will show you all true power.
I mean, that's George Soros for you, folks. That's what he truly believes, and taking a look at the European Union trying to put pressure on the country of Hungary because it passed laws to outlaw this scumbag's university is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, good God, man. You know where the EU's loyalty is now, for Christ's sake. Freaking George Soros. Good God, these European Union Brussels bastards, man. You know what? Give me my drink. Jesus Christ. You know what we need? We need more beer! I need some goddamn more beer, for Christ's sake. You gotta go to the fridge. I mean, I'm already 3 beers in, baby, all right? You know, and it's because of you troll terrorists and cyber vermin that I'm drinking, all right? It's your fault. It's all your fault that I'm drinking, man. I mean, do you all have any goddamn shame or at all? I mean, do y'all have any kind of compassion about what you people are doing to me, for Christ's sake, man? I was trying to stay on the wagon. But no, I had to be taunted. I had to be assaulted by gifts. And it's your goddamn troll terrorist fault that I fell off the goddamn wagon, you son of a bitch. More beer! Yeah, you see, I mean, you people are making me do this. It's your fault! Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, EU lawmakers want action against Hungary after laws target George Soros' university. Unreal. You can't make this crap up. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the President of the United States meeting with the President of China tomorrow. This is going to be a very interesting meeting. I really don't know what is going to be the culmination of this. I genuinely hope that the Chinese president doesn't have chopsticks up his ass and decide that he wants to flex nuts with the president, because as I stated, this damn Chinese president has no goddamn room to be demanding anything out of America. We are sending $550 billion of American money buying their goddamn useless 2-bit goods, and if we were to roll back even 50 million, even 50 million, for Christ's sake, if we are 50 billion, excuse me, it's billions, not millions. Even if we were to roll back 50 billion, their house of cards, that is their 2-bit economy, will come tumbling down. The only reason that they have the kind of GDP growth that they have is because of our trade, is because of us sending $550 billion to China. So I genuinely hope that the Chinese president comes with a little of respect and comes correct at the United States of America, because he's got a lot to lose. As much as he's trying to flex nuts, as much as he's trying to show off how big his egg roll is, he's got a lot to lose if Trump decides that he wants to roll back anything of that $550 billion US dollars that goes into China. I'm telling you, the Chinese have got a lot to lose. So it's a very interesting meeting. We are going to see what happens. The Chinese president is going to come in tomorrow. He's going to spend 2 days here, I believe. Let's see if President Trump can work the art of the deal here. And let's see if we can get something going at this point in time. This is a true test of diplomacy here. Trump is going to pressure the Chinese government on North Korea. He's also going to pressure the Chinese on trade, going to pressure the Chinese on a different variety and a plethora of different subject matters in here. And hopefully we can get some positivity, some decent international relation diplomacy in this meeting tomorrow. It's a very, very good meeting. It's a very big meeting of two powerful leaders here. And it'll be a very interesting outcome, to say the least. So once again, the president of China meets with the president of the United States tomorrow in Florida at Mar-a-Lago. Let's see what the culmination is of this. Let's see if Trump can get China to pressure North Korea to some capacity. Let's see if Trump can negotiate some level of reinvestment. I mean, if Trump says, look, we won't come down from the $550 billion we send you in trade if you do some level of reinvestment in the United States. All right? I mean, some level of reinvestment. So we shall see what the art of the deal holds as it pertains to the meeting between the two presidents tomorrow. Now, folks, we were talking a little bit about Syria and the chemical attack earlier. I want to talk a little bit about it right now. Trump came out today in the Rose Garden with the King of Jordan and called the Syria chemical attack an affront of humanity and cannot be tolerated. Now, he didn't say whether he agreed that Assad was the one who did this particular attack. He just basically said that it cannot be tolerated. Now, I genuinely hope that Trump is getting proper intelligence briefings, because according to all reports, that particular gas attack was actually a hit of a gas facility, a biological weapon or chemical weapon facility. And because that chemical weapon facility was hit by some level of explosive or some rocket of some capacity, that is what dispensed a lot of this gas that has claimed the lives of many people. Now, of course, they're blaming Bashar al-Assad for this particular chemical attack. I particularly don't believe so, and I don't even like Bashar al-Assad. But there is no reason for Bashar al-Assad to conduct himself to this capacity when he's winning the war against the rebels in ISIS. All right? Now, I also want to take into consideration a lot of weird tweets that have been, coming about here. Remember, I talked about the last gas attack that happened in 2013 that ended up becoming a false flag and no one fell for, not even the United Nations. So I personally believe that this is a false flag attack. This was obviously initiated by actors that want to, for whatever reason, have a vested interest in making sure that Bashar al-Assad is removed from office. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't get it. But as I alluded to earlier, I believe that the CIA and the foreign policy of many within the deep state is that of regime change, or not even regime change in Syria, just the toppling of Assad to create a destabilization within the Middle East that would bring closer Saudi Arabia and Iran into a direct warfare confrontation. And I genuinely believe that is the modus operandi for this unbelievable hysteria. I mean, this false flag. Now, let me go ahead and tweet this. I tweeted this last night. This is a tweet that was picked up that was from an anti-Assad reporter who didn't realize that he wasn't supposed to tweet about the chemical attack before it happened. Let me go ahead and retweet that, folks. Okay, here it is. Here is an anti-Assad reporter, all right, basically, tweeting about the goddamn thing before it happens. All right? Hey, wait a minute. Was that tweet deleted? Oh, now it's saying that tweet was deleted. Why is it deleted? Why was it deleted? Are you kidding me? The tweet has been deleted. How convenient the tweet was deleted. How goddamn convenient. Now, here it is. It's up. I don't know what the hell Twitter is telling me it's deleted for. Anyway, I just tweeted it. Here it is. The anti-Assad reporter didn't realize he wasn't supposed to tweet about the chemical attack before it happened. There it is. All right, proving that there was some kind of prior knowledge of this damn chemical attack by anti-Assad forces. So to blame it on Assad at this point is, I don't know what to say, man. I think that, there's somebody that just continuously wants this man removed from power, because that's been the policy for about 5+ years, hasn't it? Anyway, folks, once again, we really don't know how Trump is going to react to this particular chemical attack. We don't know if he believes it's Assad. We don't know if he believes it's the rebels. He's playing this pretty close to the chest, to say the least. And we shall see, since the removal of Stephen Bannon from the National Security Council, if this is a genuine shift in foreign policy, and if this is a turn towards the neoconservative foreign policy. Now, I don't believe so, but we shall wait and see. Only the decisions of Donald Trump will signify what he is doing. And, once again, Donald Trump playing 5-dimensional chess here, trying to do whatever he can to navigate through this system that is the bureaucratic system of government, while at the same time asserting his agenda. Anyway, folks, let me get to this last subject matter. All right, the last subject matter, folks, have you heard about this? Speaking of California, all right, we've been talking a lot about California. The University of St. Marcos, or California University St. Marcos is where it is, all right? California State University St. Marcos is planning on having a... They plan on having an event, all right, slated as the campus marks Gapril. Gapril, this is supposed to be some kind of campus-wide event, Gapril, in which they're going to celebrate lesbian and gay, bisexual, transgender, community stuff at this university, whatever the case might be. Folks, on this Gapril set of different discussions, talks, Q&A sessions, there is a Q&A session, a discussion that is titled Furries versus Pet Play, in which this university, and it's a public university, plans to host a talk on animal-based sex fetishes. Now, we were just talking a little bit about this college debt situation and how I don't personally believe that college debt should be forgiven, because based on what the hell college is doing to our children, it shouldn't be forgiven. And this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about, okay? Public university to host a talk on animal-based sex fetishes. Now, the event is called Furries versus Pet Play. Now, the online definition of furries, folks, varies, and, both... I don't get it. I don't really get it. I think it's deranged, strange, and weird and disgusting, but hey, to each their own, I guess. Online definitions of furries vary, but basically it's a group of people who enjoy dressing up in human-sized animal costumes. They like to call themselves a, quote, community, and often get together through large conventions. Supposedly, not all furries turn their fascination into a sexual thing, but plenty do. Yeah, you know what? I mean, be honest with you, why in the hell would you be doing this unless you're some kind of a sick pervert to begin with? All right? And then you've got pet play. And look, this has to be discussed because this university is discussing it with your children. Pet play, on the other hand, is described online as a subculture within the BDSM, that's bondage sadomasochism world, in which a person likes to pretend to be an animal. Yeah. In which a person pretends to be an animal and engages in submissive and other animal-like behaviors in part to enjoy and achieve sexual gratification. Likewise, the other person gets aroused when their partner role plays as a pet or an animal. Sometimes people use animal tail butt plugs in this capacity to heighten their sexual enjoyment. This is in the article. This is what they're teaching in universities. Listen, parents, this is what they're... This is what they're doing. It's sick.
me? Do you understand me? Oh, God! You know what? After that, I'm done. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. I mean, butt plugs for animal tails, folks. I'm done with this crap. All right, this is what they're teaching in college out there in California, folks. All right, and this is a public university, so that means that taxpayer money is going to this university so that they can have Gapril and they can talk about animal-based sex fetishes. Isn't that great? And then we wonder why our goddamn society is turning into a proverbial tub of crap. It's a proverbial tub of crap! Anyway, look, I'm done talking about this stuff, man. Give me a drink after talking about animal sex-based fetishes, for Christ's sake. Give me a drink! Talking about these sick, furry, pet fetish perverts. Give me that goddamn drink! More beer, for Christ's sake, man! That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, folks, we got a little less than 15 minutes left in the broadcast. Let's go ahead and get to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, all right? And I'm talking about Radio Graffiti! That's right, folks. Radio Graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you've got to do is give me a call right now, 516-453-9903, and when I call on your area code, you've got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call this Radio Graffiti, all right? Now, hey, engineer, I've fallen off the wagon, and I'm, you know, do we have any goddamn Radio Graffiti callers, engineer? All right. Well, let's go ahead and get to Radio Graffiti right now. All right, we've got anonymous Radio Graffiti. This is Sparta, Radio Graffiti. I am going to attack Westminster Bridge in Parliament because of radical Islam. Let me get my freaking gun. Let me get my freaking gun out here, for Christ's sake. Hey, wait a minute. We already heard that one yesterday, asshole. All right, give me a break. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Yes, I do. Hentai too.
Yes! Yes! I freaking love watching hentai and wax my wee-wee to cartoons and whatnot. Oh, yes! It's right. It's on my ankle. It's on my ankle.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this pussy.
What the? Are you kidding me? You sick perverts! You're perverts! All of you! These sick-ass perverts, man! Sick-ass perverts! Oh, my God, man. Well, you know, I'm glad that I've fallen off the wagon today. I'll be honest with you. I'm glad I fell off the wagon today. Give me the mic. I mean, let me tell you something, man. I'm almost done with my 5th beer. We're about to down a 6-pack, baby. You understand? Because I drink like a real man, all right? I'm filled with piss and fury, for Christ's sake, man. Half of you idiots would have already been freaking alcohol poisoned because you're a bunch of little stupid trap twink pussy whip fruits, man. And traps are gay, by the way. Anyway, anonymous Radio Graffiti.
All right, we don't. I mean, okay, we don't want you to get up off your desk chair, you fat bastard. How about anonymous radio graffiti? All right, we get it. Satan is good. Satan is my pal. We get it. Anonymous radio graffiti.
My name is Cleveland Brown.
All right, we get it. How about distilling radio graffiti?
Wattle paint dinner, age 12 years. Oh, yeah. And then with a chaser. Oh, Jesus. Fucking Christ.
Oh, man. Distilling, stop huffing the paint, please.
Stop sniffing paint, man.
Good God, man. I mean, the next thing you know, you'll be sniffing chairs when people get up and, you know, you... Anonymous radio graffiti. Yeah, we get it. How about 308 radio graffiti? Ah, Jesus Christ. Get rid of the Obama phone, please, all right? How about 352 radio graffiti?
My little propane. My little propane. My little propane. I used to wonder what propane could be. My little propane. Until Strickland shared his magic with me. Hooking out tons of steak. A beautiful chair, faithful all day. Best in Texas at a reasonable fee. And propane makes it all complete. My little propane. Because if you buy it, car gloss, kick your ass.
Wait a minute, hold on. Was that Hank Hill singing a freaking My Little Pony intro, for Christ's sake? Man, you guys are stupid, man. You guys are freaking stupid! 352 radio graffiti. We got 8 equal radio graffiti. I mean, what is it? You damn trolls? You want me to drink? You want me to put my health in jeopardy? I am stopping drinking because I'm putting my goddamn health in jeopardy!
Can you please stop drinking? Because I don't want you to die. If you die, there won't be any more radio graffiti or capitalist radio, and I really...
No, poor thing. No, everything's gonna be all right. I'll be all right? I can't die, for Christ's sake, without sparking synapses of capitalists throughout the world. I'm as solid as a rock, all right?
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
You son of a freaking bitch! Screw you! Bitch! I'm telling you, guys are pissing me off! You're pissing me off, for Christ's sake, man! You're pissing me off! Look, I'm only going to take a couple of more of these, because I can see where you idiots are going with this, for Christ's sake. Give me the mic! Goddamn mic, for Christ's sake, man. And what the hell is this? Did you all put my face on a little kid who fell off a red flyer wagon? You asshole? There's some little guy... Check on Twitter if you want to see it, for Christ's sake! And screw you while you're at it. Anonymous radio graffiti.
Swedish chef.
Radio graffiti.
Sealed engineer takeover show. Burn down studio down. Bark, bark, bark. Der hambone in the blender. Dirty hambone.
Oh, Christ, no! Get away!
A dirty blender. A good hambone slushy.
What the hell was that? Oh, Jesus, you guys are stupid, man! You guys are stupid! Anonymous radio graffiti! And folks, that's why I don't have any social media. Follow me on Twitter, for Christ's sake! Politics Ghost! All one word, no underscores! Politics Ghost is the name to follow. No, you just shut your stupid mouth. Look, you took one segment in that same segment, what I say is I don't have any other social media outside of Twitter. I've had Twitter as my social media since the freaking thing began. Like in 2008 or some kind of crap like that. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And wait a minute, is that a real, somebody just tweeted me a real wagon car? Is that a real wagon car, for Christ? You know what, I'm done.
Somebody just tweeted me somebody driving a real wagon car. Somebody driving a real wagon car. Real funny, ass crack, real funny. I can't believe you people, man. Give me the mic. Man, look. This one, I'm sorry, I had to laugh at this one. I'm going to tweet this one. I don't know where y'all found this one. There is a little girl in a wagon and a fat mother chasing after her, and it looks like the little girl goes into the woods and falls off a cliff or something. I'm sorry, man. That took me off guard. I'm a little inebriated as well, so, I mean, I'm sorry. That's not funny. I'm sorry. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
All the single furries, 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 all the single furries. Now put your paws up. I'm just a...
Wait, the single furries? The single freaking shove it up your ass, all the single furries. You should be freaking pistol whipped. What the hell are you talking about? Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
I took my own little tail. Decided to wag, I had to...
No, you're not promoting that furry crap here. You understand that? Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
And so I found a place.
Okay, that's great. How about 360 Radio Graffiti? All right, I mean, Jesus Christ, we get it! Jesus Christ, Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
I told my ears, face my fear.
Man, we can't, well, get a better freaking internet connection, for Christ's sake, you stupid milky liquor. Good God, who else do we have here? How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
This is the Cleveland Show. My name is...
You know, I know that you all think that's funny. It's not funny. You people are fetished over effeminate, fat, black animation. There's something wrong with you people. You know that, right? Anyway, let's take a couple. We got 619. What's going on, Radio Graffiti?
Hey, what's up, ghost? Long time no talk. I was listening to one of the episodes, and it was the Arab Prince talking about selling his semen. Hey, Arab Prince, I will be gladly to distribute it. It won't be bootleg. It will be 100% Arab Prince semen.
Yeah, do it. Shut up, asshole. Nobody asked you. Shut up. Nobody asked you. Now I got asshole coming up. Give me the damn mic. I mean, this is, once again, a Fruit Bowl Wednesday. I don't know what else you want to call this. I really don't know what else you want to call this crap. I don't... all I try to do is have a broadcast. All I try to do is broadcast every goddamn day for 3 hours. And this is the kind of thanks I get. You know what I'm saying? Here, let me drink this beer, for Christ's sake. That's all I try to do. I just try to do a simple show, and I get besmirched, I get bombarded. And look, I want you all to know, I'm drinking because of you. This is your fault. And if anything happens to me tonight, if I happen to get alcohol poisoning or, if something happens to me internally or anything, you got blood on your hands, each and every one of you scumbags, all right? Each and every one of you. Anyway, I'm getting the hell out of here, all right? I may or may not come back.
Who cares? All right, you don't even care if I'm drinking myself to death. You don't care. So follow me on Twitter at Gab. The name to follow is Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. And you know what? I can't believe you idiots are making me drink. It's your fault that I'm drinking. It's each and every one of your fault that I'm drinking.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
And that is it. That is all for the show, folks. Last few minutes. Obama phone. Oh, that's sad. Anyways, that's it for this stream of the relay of the TCR broadcast, episode number 485. So, of course, if you're new to the stream, make sure to subscribe to me as I do the TCR shows every day, Monday to Friday, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Daily Eastern, and, of course, 2 p.m. if you live on Pacific Coast, or if you want to tune in for the Saturday Night Dro Show, that starts about 5:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Pacific, and of course, make sure to follow me on Twitter at the Brain Network or Politics Ghost, as of course we do the updates of all sorts, and also you get notified when the next TCR relay stream happens, as well as Ghost will be tweeting about his stream as well, or pretty much his broadcast. Anyways, I'm done with GTA4. Yay! Finally I got this game to be done. It took about 2 weeks to actually get this game done, but my god, it actually was worth it. Just, time consumed and all that, but it was fun and all. So, of course, enjoy the game. And, of course, I'm not sure if I want to continue on with the other 2 of the DLCs. I may continue with it, maybe. I have never played the other 2, but I probably may, so of course. If not, then of course I may move on to the next game. Who knows? Anyways, guys, I am done here. Make sure to actually, like I say, go over to the BN Theater for people over the BN YouTube, as I'm going to. I am going to start the next live stream, the post stream, over there. So, guys, with the BN YouTube chat room, head over to the BN Theater right now for my after show. It's Wednesday night. Wednesday I do a lot, some Wednesday streams. If you don't know what Wednesday streams I post, well, just go over there and check it out. Of course, it's it deals with real lucha, and you might like it. Who knows? Anyways, I'm glad I beat this game. I'm actually pretty proud of it that I actually did, and still fun as what it is. GTA 4 still the game changer, better than GTA 3 entirely, or GTA 5. It's still the best, just for its story, and of course, gameplay is actually more realistic than it was in GTA 5. To be honest, damn, I can't believe that it actually is. Still has it. Best to play a backboard competitively on Xbox One. Just saying. All right, I'm out of here, guys. I will see you guys over there to the BN Theater for the post show or the post stream, or I will see you guys on the next TCR broadcast. Special shout out to Radio Molly for coming out too. Of course, make sure to actually follow her as well at Ray Menu. Jeez, I'm actually out of touch here. No, but make sure follow Radio Molly Live or Molly Radio Live, because of course there is going to be some serious stuff going down this Friday too. So yeah, do make sure. Real fun stuff. Broadcast on her end will start on Friday. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody.